I know I always be on the internet challenging everybody and Chosen always saying, what you gonna do when somebody call you out? You know what? I'm gonna lead them right back to you. Just imagine somebody chasing me and they get me in one of those dark alleys like a movie. And then all of a sudden when I get there, look, uh-oh.
Good evening, brothers and sisters. Good evening, brothers and sisters. The men of God today to bring you a great lesson called Thou Shalt Not. I'm getting ready to send it to my brother Stephen right now to get him in. We're getting ready to do a lesson for you called Thou Shalt Not. It's a part of the series that's dealing with the Ten Commandments, brothers and sisters. And as usual, we got a very strong show for you. And we're gonna get it on to you to give ourselves more time. We're gonna start right in with the reading of the law. And then we'll be right back at you. And I get a chance to send my brother this link.
Exodus 20:1-17. And God spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, and out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in the heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, nor thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is, and rested the seventh day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's. Ecclesiastes 12, verses 13 and 14. let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
Galatians 22, 14 and 15.
Revelations 22. Revelations 22, verses 14 and 15. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have the right to the tree of life and may enter in through the gates into the city. For without are dogs and sorcerers and whoremongers and murderers and idolaters and whosoever loveth and maketh a lie.
Brothers and sisters, that was the reading of the law. And if we don't need that law and that to govern us with all the stuff we got going on, I'm telling you, it's a rough day trying to prepare with all of these side conversations that we be having in our head and from our just natural responsibility. So I'd like to welcome everybody and thank you here today. And I'm going to ask you all to just listen to me and pray for 1 minute that the Lord will, bow our heads. And if you're a woman, if you're watching this, cover your head. You're a man, uncover your head. So we can give reverence to the Lord because it's some trying time. I need him to help with my patience as well, too. So, dear Lord, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob, can you put your words in my mouth that I speak your words? Jeremiah 1, verse 9 told Jeremiah, he was too young. He felt he was too young. And you said, I will put my words in your mouth. I'm asking you to put your words in all of our mouths on this panel today and put your knowledge in the people that's listening to his head and give us a peace of mind and open our understanding up to better serve you in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen. Brothers and sisters, man, I am so much stuff going on. I'm kind of shell shocked. I am sorry for all this unorganization for this last hour. It's been rough. So I want to start off by saying a little bit about this lesson. Then we'll each, like we always do, give some testimony about what we're going to be doing. Mally, you can go in the back if you're up there on the stage still, because I want you to put there. I got my scriptures in, but add theirs in if you could when you get there. I saw you come in. Thank you. And I got one video that I played at the end of mine, but this lesson is called Thou Shalt Not the series. And we dealing with the commandments every time we have this series. I think this is the third leg. And you will find that the commandments encompass the whole, every word that's in the Bible, it would trace back to one of the 10 commandments, brothers and sisters. That's why James called it the royal law. All the laws hang on those two: love and thy neighbor as yourself, and love God. So we want to talk a little bit about what that means around like we normally do, and give a little something for it, and hope everybody gets some understanding for it. But we can start move and see what this means for you, what you got to tell the people. And I know sometimes we going through our things, I kind of talk crazy to you guys for a second while I was a little heyday, so I got to apologize for my shortness when I came on, because I had all type of stuff going on. So I apologize, and let's get to work. But can you tell, if you could, a couple minutes about what this is to you, Smooth, when thou shalt not kill? And then I come back to me. I do me last before Prophet go.
All right, check your connection, because you're going in and out.
I am. It looked like it's going to me. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah, so this is the third leg of this about the commandments, and it seems like all these lessons are about the commandments because that's what it's all about, is keeping the Lord's commandments. And when we talk about this this one, it seems like this is the one that everybody has the most problems with, that we have in our community, and the one that's most scary to people. But all the commandments should be scary to everybody. But when we do these links and how we see what's going around the world, is it just seems like that when you're talking about the commandments, especially this one, if you're talking about killing, you're the worst person in the world. I just can't believe that happened. I can't believe he or she or a child or a 13-year-old has done that. But then the other commandments, you can do them and there's no problem with it. So, but we want to show you tonight that all the commandments are very important, and that the killing is bad. And when I started off and go through these scriptures, we'll see that the Lord says, "Thou shalt not kill," all over the Bible. All right. I mean, from Genesis to Revelations. Okay. And that's the reason why we bring these things up each and every week, especially with this series, because people cherry pick these commandments and they think one is worse than the other one, and this one's okay, that one. We want to let you know that all of them, the Lord will get you for. And he believes in us keeping all his commandments. And this one is one of the worst ones that's going, especially in our communities today. That's all I got.
That's major true, Smooth. Mason.
Yeah, peace and blessings, everybody. Like I say, this is a very important lesson that we're going to do tonight. Thou shalt not kill, and we're not just going to look at this thing in a physical, with the physical eyes. We're going to also look at this thing with the spiritual eyes as well, because it's more to it than just killing a person in the physical, but you can also kill a person in the spiritual sense. With your words, and thinking. If you're thinking you want to harm somebody, and stuff like that, But the Lord, he looks at all our ways, and he knows all of our ways, and he knows what we, going to say or going to do before we even know it. So, it's a very important lesson, and hopefully the people get edified and get some understanding on what the Lord is saying. Like Big Smooth, Brother Keith say, these commandments are very, very important to keep. Very important. They're all throughout the book. And and like he also said, "Thou shalt not kill" is all throughout the book as well. So, just pray that the people be edified and get some understanding, and just do what thus said the Lord. That's pretty much all I have.
All right. Give myself my 2 minutes. Well, is dealing with a little different, because I was on a show with some of our brothers, and I find that every time I talk to somebody that's keep the law, statutes, and commandments, in their effort to not make the commandments valid, to say that they're done away with, they have to argue about the consequences of the commandments. So when you tell them the wages of sin equal death, they don't want to hear that at all, period. So that's the biggest argument. And it seems natural to feel that way, because if you've been told all your life that you got a blanket security against the consequences of God, then you would argue profusely, because you don't want that to be true. You don't want your current actions to determine you going to what they never talk about, and that's the lake of fire forever. So my killing is going to talk about the consequences of it. I'm going to put the lake of fire on the table like you ain't never heard of it, because nobody talks about that part of the killing process. I mean, and it's a very real, it's very legit. I don't know how we never really hear this like this all the time, but I got this lesson from one of the brothers. I was looking at it on thing the way he did it, and I was like, wait a minute. It is produced. He put that there so that you have a deterrent from your behavior. That has to stop you from violating the law, statutes, commandments of the Lord. Because you're really saying when you violate, thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not commit. He knows that you don't do that, right? So that part of it, period. Still
Hold on, Ron.
Yeah.
Check your feed, and they talk. You keep freezing up, and then they saying it in the chat too.
Yeah,
it's I'm freezing in the chat.
Yeah. I see you freezing up. You going in and out.
Yeah.
I don't even know why it's doing it. Okay. Maybe that's Wi-Fi one. I don't know why it's doing that.
Yeah. It's freezing now. But just give him a second, and maybe it'll catch up. It's just lagging.
It should be straight now, right?
Yeah, it was right now. Brother Steve,
I don't have my Wi-Fi. Okay, it should be good. Yeah, but and I know you next, Prophet. I just went a little ahead of you this time. But it's not. Yeah, because it's gonna be you gonna close it out at the end with this, but I was just getting my little 2 minutes over, and I took that time already. So
okay,
it's on. We're gonna let you go. Then we'll let Daniel say something. Then we get started.
Okay. Well, peace and grace to everybody in the mighty name of Jesus. Blessed Sabbath to everybody. Sabbath is a delight, holy, honorable of the Lord. It's a blessing to be able to take part of this lesson tonight. We're dealing with thou shalt not kill. I asked the Lord. I called on the Lord and asked him to be able to help me to break this thing down to show us the importance of all these commandments and how breaking one of them is breaking all of them. So you can be dealing with a person, somebody's dealing with adultery, and that's committing murder. You're gonna look at somebody that might be dealing with stealing, and that's gonna be them killing. So all of them are connected to each other, so you can't cherry pick them. The best thing to do is just keep the Lord's commandments and live, brothers and sisters. So, man, I hope that everybody's edified from this lesson in Jesus' name. That's all I got.
Before we start reading, Daniel, you got something you want to say, or you want to wait to the end? It's up to you.
I think I will say something, just of how, it's in my day-to-day and conversations with certain people, or just things that I see on the internet. It's way too many people that are comfortable with others being killed. And it's like, even if this person was a bad person, it's like, I know that thou shalt not kill. And even when I hear about someone being killed, it's just still like, man, it doesn't feel right. So I believe this is a really good time for this lesson. And I hope that those out there listening could be, edified, and hopefully just kind of change their perspective on we shouldn't be praising someone being killed, because it's never a good thing. If this person did something wrong or bad to you or someone else, let the Lord handle that. Vengeance is his. It's not ours to take. And I forget where it says it, but we shouldn't be pretty much glad from the suffering of others, So, I'm hoping that the listeners and even me myself can, learn something from this and be edified from it.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, that means I like that. We need that.
You know what? I'm so glad he decided to go first, because for some reason it feel like a comfort to me when Daniel started talking, man. Like we don't hear that often to like give his opinion and his thoughts on what we have said. And you know, his knowledge has got to be through the roof because he's reading so much of the Bible like that. You know, the word is food. Like it's really, man should not live off bread alone. So he's read places in that Bible just off default that should probably have him like, wow. So he got a lot to say as well too. So I find comfort when he breaks stuff down for some reason.
I second that. I second that.
All right, Smooth. You gonna go ahead first?
Yeah, I can go first.
Thank you so much. It sounds like you gonna try to argue with me about it and embarrass me. Okay.
No, I argue with you later on. So, all right, let's get into this lesson because we're going to make sure that everybody that can put their spin on it because when you hear what we hear from all these brothers on the panel, like we was doing Tuesday night, is that it's inspiring to hear each brother come up with their lesson, and you do your lesson, and you get all these different opinions, and the word is just the Lord is on them. And I'm taking notes from Brother Steve, Brother Mason, Duran. I got my whole table is full of with not just my notes, they notes, but that is a blessing. That's why I tell these brothers all the time, we don't even, when we used to do this, oh man, you took my scripture. No, it don't matter. Read it again because everybody gonna put a different perspective on it. So this is a little broader. And what I want to start off at, I just want to show the people that when we say stuff is we done read it. And I'm just gonna hit a bunch of one hitters right quick, just letting you know is this "thou shalt not kill" is all over the Bible. Okay, all the prophets talked about it, Jesus talked about it, and all the way to Revelations. So we're gonna open this up where we always open it up. We're gonna read it again. We're gonna go to Exodus 20 and 13. Just one verse, Exodus 20 and 13. So we're gonna let these people know that, you know, we just don't be talking when we say something is all over the Bible. And like I was talking to Ron this week about Hebrew Israelite, that I was going back and forth with it, you know, just teaching them and getting the perspective from him. It's just a lot of bad teaching out here. All right. So let's start it at Exodus 20 and 13.
Thou shalt not kill.
Okay. Now we're going to go to Romans 13 and 9. Give him a second. All right. Go ahead.
For this, thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness. Thou shalt not covet. And if there be any other commandment, it is briefly comprehended in this saying, namely, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Okay, and like Brother Stephen was saying, all these commandments mean the same thing, is all of them is thou shalt not. Okay, and that one was a little bit more lengthy than some of the rest of the one hitters, but it's in there again. You see, thou shalt not kill. All right, so we're going old and new and let you know this, like what we were saying, that we just start talking this all over the book. So let's go to Deuteronomy 5. Deuteronomy 5 and 17. I just want to give you a little perspective of the things that we be talking about is and what the book be saying all over the Bible. Because the way we would talk, we just can't speak on one verse. We got to see it here a little and there a little.
Yep.
All right, go ahead.
Thou shalt not kill.
All right, you hearing it again. Let's go to Matthew 5 and 21. So yeah, as you see, we going Old Testament, New Testament. So it's everywhere. Matthew 5:21. When you get there, go ahead.
Ye have heard that it was said by them of old time, thou shalt not kill, and whosoever shall kill shall be in danger of the judgment.
All right. So let's go to same thing everywhere we go before I get into this example. Let's go to Jeremiah 22:3. Jeremiah 22 and verse 3. All right, go ahead.
Thus saith the Lord, execute ye judgment in righteousness, and deliver the spoiled out of the hand of the oppressor, and do no wrong. Do no violence to the stranger, the fatherless, nor the widow, neither shed innocent blood in this place.
Okay, because the blood, all this shedding blood that we go through, that's going on in the world today, is really uncalled for. And the Lord is upset when this happens. Okay, especially when it happens to our people over and over again. And now the weather, just because the weather done got good, it ain't even the first week of summer is, and we get more and more blood shed every weekend.
That's right.
I mean, it's crazy. All right, let's go to Proverbs 6:17. 6:17. So we're just showing you, taking this little time and just showing you that this is everywhere. Okay. 6:17. Go ahead when you get it.
A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood.
Okay. Now we got all these people, and we know we have family members, people we've grown up with, is that they take the blood and people getting killed like it's nothing. Okay. There is no importance of people saying that life is special. Okay. And that's one of the greatest things, that you could be born and people take life away like it's nothing. Okay. And this continues to happen each day, is because when you grow up and you don't feel that life is important, or our young men, especially black men, the ones that getting killed so much, is because they don't have any goals, or they don't even think they're gonna make it to our age, to 21. All right. The key things you ask them is, what do they want to do 5 years from now? They put themselves in situations where they're able to get killed because they want everything right now. Okay. There's no preparation. They want whatever they want, whether it could be yours, they're gonna take it. Okay. And then by them taking it, sometime is they lose their life. Or the person who has it that they don't give it to, they lose their life. How many people are dying a day because of less than $20, less than $100? Okay, whether it's money or possessions, because nobody fears the Lord, or nobody cares about death anymore.
Right.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to Samuel 2 Samuel. I think I lost my verse. Going to go to 2 Samuel, and we're going to see, we're going to make it relate to what's going on in the world today, and how this story of David, when he was watching another man's wife, and how Brother Steve was saying earlier, his lust for another man's wife caused death.
Yep.
Let me find this. It's 2 Samuel. I had it here earlier. 2 Samuel. You know what? Before we go there, go one more place. Go to Luke 18, because I lost my Samuel here. Go to Luke 18 and 20.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get it, go ahead.
Thou knowest the commandments: do not commit adultery, do not kill, do not steal, do not bear false witness, honor thy father and thy mother.
All right. So once again, we still on these commandments, and we still showing all over the Bible the same thing. Okay. Now we're gonna go one more last place before we go to Samuel, and we're gonna go to Mark 10 and 19. All right, go ahead.
Thou knowest the commandments: do not commit adultery, do not kill, do not steal, do not bear false witness, defraud not, honor thy father and mother.
Okay. So we still on the commandments, and we still talking about thou shalt not kill, and clumping all the commandments together. They're showing that one isn't more acceptable than the other.
Right. Right. That's right, brother.
But society tells you different.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want that 2 Samuel 11?
2 Samuel. No, I had 1 Samuel, but it's the 2 Samuel. You know when David and Uriah?
Yeah, you want 11. Chapter 11. I believe that's what you want.
Yep, that's it right there, right where I was at. All right, so what we gonna give you this story, and we're gonna start it off, and then we're gonna skip, but we're gonna start at 2 Samuel chapter 11, and we're gonna show you the same thing that go on the world today is that committing one sin leads to another sin, and it leads to what we're talking about tonight is thou shalt not kill, just to get what you want. And especially people in authority do this even more because you got everything. Okay. Just like you got everything, but you continue to hurt one's other. So I'm going to talk about the story, but we're going to go in it real quick and started at just to get, let them know what's going on here. Started off at Samuel 11 and 1. Steve, you know where I was going.
Yes, sir.
And it came to pass, after the year was expired, at the time when kings go forth to battle, that David sent Joab and his servants with him and all Israel. And they destroyed the children of Ammon and besieged Rabbah. But David tarried still at Jerusalem. And it came to pass in an evening tide that David arose from his bed and walked upon the roof of the king's house. And from the roof he saw a woman washing herself. And the woman was very beautiful to look upon. And David sent and inquired after the woman. And one said, is not this Bathsheba, the daughter of Eliam, the wife of Uriah the Hittite?
Okay, so save some time. First of all, he was lusting after this married woman, and then he wound up sending for her. Now, this woman, her husband, you know, he was one of his soldiers. Okay, and how we gonna show that his lust for this wife caused somebody to die? So we want to drop down to 7 and start there.
And when Uriah was come unto him, David demanded of him how Joab did, and how the people did, and how the war prospered. And David said to Uriah, Go down to thy house and watch thy feet. Uriah departed out of the king's house, and there followed him a mess of meat from the king. But Uriah slept at the door of the king's house with all the servants of his lord, and went not down to his house.
Okay, so this Uriah, he was a good man. Now, even though he brought him home, he's telling him, you know, you can go have time with your wife and do this here, while all his brothers are all fighting that war. So he didn't want to have the pleasures of being home, knowing they were still out there fighting. So then we're going to skip down this story is, so when David is trying to cover himself up because he's done got his wife pregnant, okay? So now, since he gonna wind up getting them drunk and trying to tell him to do this and do that is, but he didn't do it, okay? So what he gonna do is he gonna have him put on the front line, have his general or his lead telling him, you go on the front line, put him on the front line, so then something can happen to him. So go down to 13.
And when David had called him, he did eat and drink before him, and made him drunk. And at even he went out to lie on his bed with the servants of his lord, but went not down to his house. And it came to pass in the morning that David wrote a letter to Joab and sent it by the hand of Uriah. And he wrote in the letter, saying, Set ye Uriah in the forefront of the hottest battle, and retire ye from him, that he may be smitten and die.
Okay, so this lust for this man's wife is him scripting for this guy to get killed. Okay, right. When he can have any woman he wanted, but he want that one. And that's what happens to not just rich folks, poor folks. We always want something that we can't have. All right. Yeah. And this is what causes us to break the commandments, because we do not follow the commandments to the T, so we can say, hey, when it's something I can't have, I leave it alone. Now, of course, we do that now, we in the word, but before that is, oh, I can do this, I can get that. So let's drop down to 24, and we're going to finish this out.
And the shooter shot from off the walls upon thy servants, and some of the king's servants be dead. And thy servant Uriah the Hittite is dead also. Then David said unto the messenger, Thus shalt thou say unto Joab, Let not this thing displease thee, for the sword devoureth one as well as another. Make thy battle more strong against the city, and overthrow it, and encourage thou him. And when the wife of Uriah heard that Uriah her husband was dead, she mourned for her husband. And when the morning was past, David sent and fetched her to his house, and she became his wife, and bare him a son. But the thing that David had done displeased the Lord.
Okay, so that's all. And what did the ending say? That this displeased the Lord. When we break the commandment, the Lord don't like that. But all I wanted to show is that this thou shalt not is all over the Bible, and you can see how by the lust of this man, he wind up breaking 4 commandments or more just to get this woman. And God was very displeased with him. And if you read on after is he got chastised and got corrected later on. But that's what happens when you go against one commandment. You could be wind up breaking many or all the commandments.
That's right.
That's all I got.
Wow. That's all I can say, man. I mean, it's crazy. It's all over YouTube. It's all over social media, like he's saying, and really is that's what got my mind vexed. I'm seeing videos. I wish I could just put some of these things on how the behavior doing, because you really don't pay attention to it, but death is all around us. Mm-hmm. We are oblivious to it. This is the reason why they don't believe that the commandments is in effect. Nothing will happen to us. You in a pot of boiling water, you stand there so long, it don't feel hot no more. It feel like you just in there getting ready to warm up some carrots. It don't feel like death is at the end of the table. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And they think that when people put more brimstone and fire in it, oh, they add some nice suntan lotion in here. It feels good in here because it's all around us. Everywhere we look, we're submerged in this. This is not where it's supposed to be. This guide has been around for a long time, but I'm gonna start saying that when my turn comes. So it's you, Mason.
Hey, one thing I want to throw in there for you to make sense. And you see the same way how we always was taught, you tell one lie, you keep telling another one. It's the same with the commandments. And Brother Steve had brought it up, and I thought about that even more. You break one, and then you got to break another one to cover this is, and that's how we get so far away from God when we continue to break the commandments. But go ahead, Mason.
All right. Like I said, I'm gonna start off. Let me just say, everything that's going on down here in this world right now, the Lord, He sees all. Like I said, He knows all. You can't hide nothing from Him. Because He knows you're going. He knows you're going out, and you're coming in. And we can sit up here and say all day long that we don't have to keep these commandments. But it's like the lesson our brother did, bro prophet did some months ago, months ago. I don't know how long it was, but the commandments, the books, and the books of books are His commandments. And His commandments are all throughout this book. And you cannot hide from His commandments at all. Neither you can't hide from Him, because like I said, He sees all and He knows all. So like I say, this lesson is very important. And I'm just going to start mine off with give me Proverbs 15, Brother Daniel, if you don't mind. 15, give me verse 3. It's crazy how things are in this world right now. And we just have to put our trust in the Lord, because it's going to only get worse and worse and worse, So give me that verse 3, bro, when you get there.
The eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the evil and the good.
That's right. His eyes are in every place. He sends those angels down here to watch our every move, to see everything that we say and do. That angel is sending that report back up to the Lord, right? So those are His eyes right there. Give me Proverbs 5 and 21. When you get there, you go ahead and start reading.
For the ways of man are before the eyes of the Lord, and He pondereth all His goings.
That's right. The ways of man are before the eyes of the Lord. He ponder all our ways. It doesn't matter what it is. He judges us according to our works. It doesn't matter if they're good or bad. He's going to judge you according to how you live your life down here before you leave this earth, right? Let's go to Job 34. 34 and give me verse. I got 21. Yeah. 34 and 21. You get there, you go ahead and start reading, bro.
For His eyes are upon the ways of man, and He seeth all his goings.
That's right. The Lord sees all our goings. It doesn't matter what it is. He sees all our goings. And He's going to judge, like I say, He's going to judge us according to our works. So we can sit up there and, pretend like the Lord is not watching us, or He's not going to judge us, and we can sit up there and say that we're up under grace all day long, and He has to accept what we do down here. It doesn't work like that with Him, because He's the same yesterday, today, and forever, right? And He's going to judge us according to our works. It's almost like people just want to just do what they want to do, and think the Lord is not going to do anything to them about that. He's going to eventually one day come down and bust those clouds open. He's going to plant His feet on this earth, and it's going to be a whole different ball game.
That's right, bro.
A whole different ball game. We can sit up there and, think everything is cool, but everything is not cool in His eyes. You know,
That's right.
let me go to my next one, bro. Let's go to Romans 1. And I got verses 18. Then we're gonna skip and hit verse 29 to 32. Romans 1, verse 18. You get there, my beloved brother. Give me that verse 18. Give me that verse 18. What it say?
For the wrath of God is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men who
That's
hold
right.
the truth in unrighteousness.
That's right. His wrath is revealed from heaven. Right? He sees, like I say, you can't hide nothing from him. You can't, he knows your thoughts. He knows what you're gonna do before you even know what you're gonna do, right? He already know that you're gonna either do good or you're gonna do bad, right? And he says, for the wrath of God is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men who hold the truth in unrighteousness. Man holds the truth in unrighteousness because man wants to do what he wants to do. He doesn't want to follow protocol what God has. If you follow God's protocol, then you'll see a blessing come at you out of nowhere. But man is so evil and so treacherous to where, that's why the Bible tells us, that's why the Bible tells us it's better put your trust in the Lord than put your confidence in man. That's how that works. We supposed to put our trust in the Lord because man is so evil and so treacherous to where man could he can do a whole 360 on you in 2 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And you thinking this is your boy or this is your home girl, but then when it comes down to it, man just cold hearted. He just cold hearted. That's why the Lord is watching every move we make. He's watching everything that we say, and he's listening to he knows, like I said, he knows what we're going to do before we do it. So it's best to keep these commandments, follow his ways, put your trust in him, and allow him to direct your path, right? Skip down to verse 29, read on down, finish that on after 32, bro.
Being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whisperers, backbiters, haters of God.
Hold on, Daniel. You mean there are some haters of God out here in the world?
Definitely is. Definitely is.
So you got people out here in the world that hates God. They hate their creator. They hate the one that put breath in their life, into their lungs, so they can wake up each and every day, and go out there and do what they need to do. But these are the same people that hate God. Man, that means they don't have no fear. They don't have no fear of God in them. They just out there just living life all willy-nilly. Man, keep going, bro.
I'm gonna start 30 over.
Okay.
Backbiters, haters of God, despiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedient to parents.
They are disobedience to parents. You understand what I'm saying? Disobedience to parents. The Bible said, honor your mother and your father, right? But you got kids nowadays who are dishonoring their mother and their father to the point to where they laying hands on their mothers and fathers. Mm-hmm. That's why this lesson is so important. Thou shalt not kill. And this is what's going on in the world right now. You got blood touching blood, right? Kids killing parents. You even got parents killing their kids. This is what the Lord is warning us about. He already knew all these things was going to happen in the world. That's why he told Adam, out of every tree in the garden you may freely eat, right? But the tree of knowledge of good and evil, you may not eat of it. At least you touch, at least you die. The Lord knows. Ever since Adam disobeyed God, we've been in trouble with God ever since. Ever since he did what he did, we've been in trouble with the Lord ever since. And we still getting ourselves in trouble with him in this generation right here that we're living in, right? It's almost like we don't see the fear. We don't have no fear of God and what God will do to us. God's going to one day come down here. I'm talking about Jesus. He's going to come down here one day, and he's going to destroy this. He's going to destroy the sinners off the face of this earth. The Bible tells us, don't fear the one that can kill you and not do anything else to you, but fear the one that can kill you, wake you up again, and then kill you all over again. That's who you need to be fearing. But we don't have no fear of our Creator. We fear man more than we fear him. And that's bogus. That's crazy. Keep going, bro. What else?
Without understanding, covenant breakers, without natural affection, implacable, unmerciful, who knowing the judgment of God, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them.
So they got pleasure in people that do things like this.
Man,
that's crazy. That lets you know Satan has controlled the minds of the masses. Satan is running rampant right now. That's why so many people are being deceived, doing what they want to do, thinking it's okay because they're sitting up here listening to Satan. It's almost like Satan got their better judgment than the Creator himself. Satan was created himself. He is a created being. So why would you listen to him? You need to be listening to the one that's everlasting, which is our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And I mean, it's crazy how this thing is, but he tells us that who knowing the judgment of God, they which commit such things are worthy of death. So when you commit these things, you are worthy of death. It's just that simple, right? Let's go. Let me go to the next one. Let's go to Ecclesiastes 8:5. Like the brother was saying earlier about these commandments. Let's look at some scriptures about these commandments, because the commandments is all throughout this book, right? Verse 5, bro. When you get there, 8 and 5.
Whoso keepeth the commandment shall feel no evil thing, and a wise man's heart discerneth both time and judgment.
If you keep these commandments, you won't have any evil thoughts going on in you at all. Nope. That's why he said, if you love me, keep my commandments. That's why he tells us to put our trust in him, and he'll direct our path. All you have to do is obey him. All you got to do is search him out. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near.
That's right.
All you got to do is open up the book. Don't allow your friends to, hey, man, let's go out here and let's go out and commit some sort of sin or whatever. Them friends, them type of friends you don't need in your life. The only friend, these brothers did a lesson the other day about friends, right? The only friend you need is the Lord. You don't need anybody else but the Lord. But the world has turned their backs on the Lord and called, and now Satan is like their best friend because they listening to Satan. It's crazy the things that I see each and every day on social media, on TV. Even when I'm on my way to work or somewhere, going to the store or whatever, the stuff that I see in this world, and let you know Satan has really, really, really gotten to the point to where people listen to Satan more than they listen to their own Creator, which is the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, right? Let's go to another one, bro. Let me go to Psalms 19. How much time I got, bro?
You just had 12 minutes.
Okay. Give me Psalms 19, bro. We're gonna look at some more about these commandments. Psalms 19, 6. Give me verse 6 through 11. They're gonna skip. Give me 6 through 11, bro.
His going forth is from the end of the heaven, and his circuit unto the ends of it. And there is nothing hid from the heat thereof.
There's nothing hid from him. Go ahead.
The law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple.
Making wise the simple. Keep going.
The statutes of the Lord are right, rejoicing the heart. The commandments of the Lord is pure, enlightening the eyes.
If you keep these commandments, your heart's going to rejoice in keeping these commandments. If you hold on to these commandments, your eyes gonna be enlightened. You're not gonna want to do no type of evil or nothing. You're not gonna want to go out there and hurt your brothers and your sisters. You want to go out there and teach them what thus said the Lord, right? Keep going, bro. What about the fear of the Lord?
The fear of the Lord is clean, enduring forever. The judgments of the Lord are true and righteous altogether.
Exactly. Keep going.
More to be desired are they than gold, than much fine gold, sweeter also than honey in the honeycomb.
These commandments are more desired than the material things of this earth. That's why we keep them. We don't worry about the material things. There's nothing wrong with having material things. There's nothing wrong with having money, stuff like that. But don't never put these things before the Lord, right? Keep going, bro.
Moreover, by them is thy servant warned, and in keeping of them there is great reward.
So we are warned when we keep these commandments, and in keeping them, there are great reward. What's that reward, brothers and sisters? That's the first resurrection with Jesus, eternal life, right? That's that great reward we're striving for here on the Man of God. We're not striving for nothing else but that, and that alone. Skip down, give me verse 14, bro.
Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord, my strength and my redeemer.
Our strength and our redeemer. Okay, let's go to Ecclesiastes 12. We all know what that said. We read it all the time. Give me verse 13 and 14, bro. What is the conclusion?
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man.
Our whole duty is to fear God and keep his commandments till the day we leave this earth.
Yeah, it is.
It doesn't matter what you're going through. You continue to keep these commandments. Hold on to your crown, right? Give me verse 14, bro. What God going to do?
For God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
That's right. And we were just reading those scriptures earlier at the beginning of my lesson. The eyes of the Lord are upon the evil and the good. He's watching all of us. It doesn't matter it doesn't matter how you live your life. The Lord's going to judge according to how you live your life once you leave this earth, right? He said God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing. So basically, you can't hide nothing from him. Mm-hmm. You can't. I don't care if you go out there and commit sin in the darkest alley on earth. He sees it. He's looking at you, what you're doing in the pitch black. He's listening to you. He's looking at you. So what you going to do? You going to sit up there and what you going to do? Make up some sort of excuse like, oh Lord, I didn't know. Yeah, you knew. Yeah. You did. You knew because you were sent by one of my priests. They told you, don't do this, don't do that, but you did it anyway. Now you're facing the great white throne, right? I got a few more. How much time I got now, Jerome?
5 minutes.
Okay. Let's go to give me Ephesians the 6th chapter, bro. We're gonna read on start from verse 10. Right. Ephesians the 6th chapter. When you get there, give me verse 10, bro. What did it say?
Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might.
He said to be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might, right? Give me verse 11.
Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
Put on his word, so you may be able to stand against the wiles of Satan and all his minions, right? Because they're out there killing, stealing, and destroying us spiritually, right? Keep going.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Against spiritual wickedness in high places. It ain't the flesh you need to worry about. It's that it's Satan and his game. They're out there putting all this poison in your mind, cause you to go out there and sin against God. Right? Keep going, bro.
Wherefore, take unto you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day. And having done all to stand, stand therefore, having your loins girt.
Go ahead.
Having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness.
And these days are evil each and every day. We're living in some evil times right now, brothers and sisters, right? Keep going, bro.
And your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace.
Go ahead.
Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked.
Go ahead.
And take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God.
That's what we need right now, this word of God. Especially in these days that we're living in right now, because the days are evil. We're living in some evil times right now. And I don't care how many times you vote for your favorite politician, they can't save you from what's going on in this world. I don't care who it is. They cannot save you. Only the true living God can save us out of the craziness going on in this world right now, right? Only he can. I tell people all the time, you can vote all you want. You can put your trust in these black politicians and the Gentile politicians, your black church leaders. I don't care who it is, right? Only one that can save us out of this mess right now is Christ. That's why we need to put our trust in him and seeking him out, knowing that he's the only one that can do this. Man can't. Command is evil, right? I got one more spot. I just got one more spot. Let me go back to the book of Ecclesiastes. And this is why I say you cannot put your trust in man. This will be my last spot, Deron.
Take your time, brother, because we probably have some time to talk and dialogue. Get your work out.
All right. Give me just that verse 3, bro.
What chapter?
Ecclesiastes 9.
All right.
Just give me verse 3.
This is an evil among all things that are done under the sun, that there is one event unto all. Yeah. Also, the heart of the sons of man is full of evil. Madness is in their heart while they live. And after that, they go to the dead.
That's why you don't put your trust in man, because man is so crazy, it's so out of control with himself to where how can you trust somebody like that? Madness is in his heart. Look at the stuff that's going on in the world right now. All this killing that's going on in the world right now, it seems like every single day we see somebody getting killed, getting destroyed for what? An innocent bystander just getting killed for no apparent reason at all. Man has gone completely crazy. Why? Because he's listening to Satan. Satan is filling his head with all of this junk, all of this mess, all of this foolishness, to where a lot of times you have to be alert. You have to be alert. I mean, you don't want to have to hurt nobody, but the Lord, he understands that he understands what's going on in this world. When he said thou shalt not kill, he ain't telling you to go out there and just start murdering people. No. He said thou shalt not, don't go out there and start. When he's telling you not to go out there and murder nobody, correction. Not to go out there and murder nobody. But he knows that you have to protect yourself. Correct. That's on me. That's Satan messing with me. He messing with me. But he knows that you have to protect yourself at all times. He knows this. The Lord, he was down here in this flesh. He seen things that was going on. He still sees it, right? So, brothers and sisters, like I say, I got plenty more scripture. I'm gonna go ahead and look at my stand right now. But put your trust in the Lord. Put your trust in the Lord. Let him guide you. And he'll keep you he'll keep you in perfect peace. Just keep these commandments. I'll land, bro.
All right. We'll come back around to you next. It'll be me, and then Prophet closes out. Then we'll do like we did last time. I like that dialogue that we had. Man, my countenance has failed listening to all this, and with all the stuff that I'm hearing and seeing on YouTube, plus by me being a content creator and more in the Bible and more trying to, get the message out to all other people. Everything that Mason was just saying about how people are numb to it. Death is all around us. And Jesus was clear from the beginning. And this lesson is thou shalt not kill. But I believe that, nobody talks about the consequences thereof for breaking one of the least commandments, because they all of them. The Sabbath day, you break it, you kill them, because man was not made for the Sabbath, or Sabbath was not made for man, but man for the Sabbath. And it was all for you to worship the Creator for his good work that he did. He did that day, he blessed it, he made it holy. That's one commandment. Then thou shalt not kill. What we doing, just like I think Prophet said it a little while ago, adultery, you killing somebody else, because he made it this so. The worlds were created by commandment, and they are sustained by the commandments. The word of God is the one that you kill. If it wasn't so, why do you pray? Why would you pray if you didn't want him to say some words to say, okay, you're going to be healed? Because you know that his words is what's going to do the healing. But yet, some kind of way, we've let Satan tell us all around us with our behavior that he has reversed it from one conversation in the garden to make it feels like that there's a benefit for sinning right now. Instead of a consequence for disobedience, it's a benefit for sinning. And so
that's crazy.
Yep, that's what it is. It's boiled down to it. And I can show it to you in writing to the point where it make you. That's why I'm kind of like vexed in my whole thought process today, listening to all of my family people and all the people around me. We are numb to this. If you stop and take a look at it, a world that should be of peace, you have the consequences with the police. Just think about the whole world and the consequences thereof with these storms and floods. You have not seen what's getting ready to happen. But I'm going to lay it down for you today so you can hear how clear the Lord was. The Lord did not play no games about this Bible by letting you know. He showed you where the lake of fire is going to be at. I'm going to show it to you today right here. Also, he's going to show you the consequences of it. It is not a great place. He's been telling you from the beginning. You don't believe that he'll put you in there. I'm going to put it on the table and let you hear what he say about it. This is for breaking the commandments of thou shalt not kill. We're going to start this off in Matthew 3. What you say, Prophet?
No. Hey, man, I'm feeling it. No.
This gonna be real clear. And he actually gave us the location, and we can know where it's at. You can take a trip to see where the lake of fire gonna be at, and you're gonna know it after this lesson. 3 verse 10. When you get to 10, give me one verse at a time, brother.
And now also the axe is laid unto the root of the trees. Therefore, every tree which bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down and cast in the fire.
That's the Lord warning you. Jesus saying that the axe is at the tree. You know how you have the tree sitting there and it's already cut and the axe just sitting there? It's at the root of it already. All he got to do is come and grab your hammer, what you going to come do, chop the thing down and the tree going in the fire. It's already sticking in the root. That's what he's telling you right here. Verse 12.
You want 12, not 11?
I mean 11, I'm sorry.
I indeed baptize you with water unto repentance, but he that cometh after me is mightier than I, whose shoes I am not worthy to bear. He shall baptize you with the Holy Ghost and with fire.
So that's just a verse letting you know, like when Jesus seen people, like the lady that was at, that came there with the husband in adultery, he baptized her with his words, because he told you in Jeremiah, my words are like fire that's set up in my bones, breaking down asunder. That's the commandments he's talking about, brothers and sisters. Thou shalt not kill. So his word is going to baptize you if you don't get that. But we want you to see this on verse 12. Go ahead and read.
Whose fan is in his hand, and he will thoroughly purge his floor and gather his wheat into the garner, but he will burn up the chaff with unquenchable fire.
So listen to what he said. Can you imagine that? You see, he created the world with his breath that's in his nostrils. So you looking at all that right there. He said he got it in his hand, the chaff, to burn with an unquenchable fire, brothers and sisters. That the one that they say that is a sweet cream puff, and he's telling you this, the accident at the root waiting. And his breath, he's waiting there with a fan in his hand. What a fan do? Make it come faster to you, don't it? An unquenchable fire that he's saying he's gonna put you with. Let's go over to Mark 9, and let's let him put it on the table, because this is gonna get real clear that the Lord, I only got like 6 or 7 verses, but they are really dangerous when you hear Jesus, and we can put a lot more on them. But you need to hear about this lake of fire and see where it's gonna be at. Mark 9. Let me get over there. Verse 43. When you get to 43, go ahead.
And if thy hand offend thee, cut it off. It is better for thee to enter into life maimed than having 2 hands to go into hell, and into the fire that never shall be quenched, where their worm dieth not, and the fire is not quenched.
So listen to this. People don't believe that. They will say sweet Jesus is not going to throw you in the fire. So we want to hear thou shalt not kill at this topic, but you got to see it from his side. This is his mouth. He's the sweetest person in your mind, but he said that, and that if thy hand offend thee, cut it off. Whatever you're going to do to keep them commandments, do not let it stop you from serving and obeying his word, brothers and sisters. Because he said this is an unquenchable fire that he's going to put on you, where the worm dieth not and the fire is not quenched. Go ahead.
And if thy foot offend thee, cut it off. It is better for thee to enter halt into life than having 2 feet to be cast into hell, into a fire that never shall be quenched, where their worm dieth not and the fire is not quenched.
Do you not believe that? He giving you example with the sun he heating you up with every day, brothers and sisters.
Right.
And that sun been on fire for 6,000 years until he said when he set it up in the moon for a sign. Unquenchable fire. You can get in the car and drive to the moon. It will take you 6 months. But if you get in the car driving 60 miles an hour going to the sun, it'll take you 17 years. And if it come close just this much, the degrees is off and everything is burnt up. Only what kind of power can do that? And we did the math on that. That's why I'm telling you what I'm telling you. And we think it's sitting right there, but you will never be able to figure out his word. This is an unburnable fire, and he says he's going to come down to a theater near you. Remember Sodom and Gomorrah? He let you see what fire and brimstone rain down is, but he's going to bring it there, brothers and sisters. Go ahead, brother.
And if thine eye offend thee, pluck it out. It is better for thee to enter into the kingdom of God with 1 eye than having 2 eyes to be cast into hellfire, where their worm dieth not and the fire is not quenched.
Do you just pay attention to that? Why is he repeating this over and over and over again? Because I am going to do this to you, my little children. See, you get this mixed up because you hearing the voice when they playing to you in these churches and tell you, look at your neighbor. Look at your neighbor. You are saved. You are safe and fire. And you want to hear it anyway because it talks about having itching ears. Just because he said, listen, it's better to come, my children, to serve me and keep my statutes and commandments, because if you don't, I'm going to put you in the fire where the worms are going to eat you up. And now, if you like it saying like that, or sound better like you hear the preachers sweating and saying, I'm going to put you in the fire where your worms are not quenched. Would it sound better to you then? We got to start paying attention to the actual commands and the words that the Lord is saying, because this place is not a joke. And we're gonna stretch this out for you and let you see how the Lord is thinking about this. He put it here. He let you see it, and I'm gonna let you see it. This is really scary when you see it. Let's go to Job.
Yeah.
Job 18, because the Lord is gonna put this on the table. He even was saying it during Job time. Himself was saying it, brothers and sisters. You can't make this up. So that I don't know if you ain't a part of the people that regularly see this. You cannot tell somebody you don't know because it's right here, all in writing. And somebody then told you that his writing is obsolete. The whole Old Testament, 23,145 verses, is gone. It means nothing. And it says you should live by every word of God. 23,145 words. Brothers and sisters, Job 18, give me verse 5 to 9. Go ahead.
Yeah, the light of the wicked shall be put out, but the spark of his fire shall not shine. And the spark of his fire shall not shine. The light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him.
This is all warnings, and we're going to let you know who warning you while you're doing this. All these things you doing in this world, we idolizing the basketball players. I was on looking at some stuff on TikTok today, and I know you can't stay too long. And I was hearing one of them songs turn around on there, and I messed around and left and turned and sing something that caught my attention. When one of them girls dancing, I turned back, and then I started telling myself excuses like, this don't make no sense while I'm studying looking at it. I don't know whether it was disbelief or it's just the shock value of what I'm seeing, brothers and sisters. This is killing people. And here's the warning that we're going to keep getting. Go ahead. Verse 7.
The steps of his strength shall be straightened, and his own counsel shall cast him down.
Listen to what they're saying. Go ahead, brother.
For he is cast into a net by his own feet, and he walketh upon a snare.
Oh, my goodness. This is the Lord is letting you know how he's going to do this. The Lord, when he talks about his pleasure and his mercies to you, it's all good. But somebody should have told you for not listening to his voice, and it wouldn't sound so good because he has to use the fear. So I hope somebody gets some fear after you hear this. Verse 9.
The gin shall take him by the heel, and the robber shall prevail against him.
So that's letting you know who is the robber, brothers and sisters. He gonna put you in that big gin. Satan is gonna prevail against you because he's the one. Didn't it say that I come like a thief and a robber?
Mm-hmm.
This is who gonna prevail against you, brothers and sisters. Drop down and give me verse 11.
Terror shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet. His strength shall be hunger bitten, and destruction shall be ready at his side.
He waiting. It's going to be side by side. Death is all around you right now. You are actually getting a preview of hell with your state of condition, looking at it around you every day. It's not normal to see people getting shot in the street. Go on YouTube and watch our brothers and sisters put so many bullets in there to kill their brothers and sisters in front of us like it's nothing. They're numb to it. And when they used to kill us back in the day, guess what? The police didn't even used to arrest you, brothers and sisters. But God has watched every bit of it. He got a recording. What are those people that's going to sin it against this God that's going to get this fire prepared for you? What are they going to say when they stand in front of them, when they realize this is not this man with that blue eyes and that long blonde hair who you think you can get away with this with? Right. Oh, he's soft. He won't do nothing.
Right.
When you see this consuming fire, you're not going to believe it. Verse 13, let's see who this is who's preparing this place for you, this gin. Go ahead, 13.
It shall devour the strength of his skin. Even the firstborn of death shall devour his strength.
Ain't Jesus the firstborn of death?
Yep.
Didn't he the one who tell you not write this? This says he's going to do this to you, brothers and sisters.
Yep.
You crossing this guy right there that said that way ahead of time, I'm the firstborn of death. I'm gonna come and defeat death. Oh, death, where's your sting? He gonna defeat it. But are you? I would obey that person. Well, let's continue on because you know I started getting charged up, getting emotional. So let's go. Let's go over to Isaiah. I mean, Hebrews. Hebrews 12. Hebrews 12. Because this is right here. I was talking with some brothers that made me do this. I couldn't believe it, what they saying. These are people who should know better. They're Hebrew Israelites, but everybody feel that God will not punish you. The Hebrew Israelite know who he is, but I told him about the Old Testament. He said, I don't buy nothing in the Old Testament. My God would not hurt you. My God would not pass up on you. And then I told him, I said, the same God in the Old Testament is the same one that drowned the whole world for sinning. He the same one that rained fire and brimstone for sinning. He the same man that destroyed a man and brought everybody out to look at him for picking up a piece of paper or wood on the Sabbath day, brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
This is how bad he hate disobeying his rules.
Yep.
That's right, bro.
We're gonna start this out 22. When you get there, go ahead, brother.
But ye are come unto Mount Zion, and unto the city of the living God, the heavenly Jerusalem, and to an innumerable company of angels, to the general assembly and church of the firstborn, which are written in heaven, and to God the judge of all, and to the spirits of just men made perfect.
So did you just see how smooth it is? We bought the first one from the dead. Now he the firstborn of the church, the chief cornerstone that gave you instructions. It'll be wise for you to listen to this guy, brothers and sisters. Be angry, but sin not. He's telling you this. 24, go ahead.
And to Jesus, the mediator of the new covenant, and to the blood of sprinkling that speaketh better things than that of Abel. See that ye refuse not him that speaketh. For if they escape not who refuse him that spake on earth, much more shall not we escape, if we turn away from him that speaketh from heaven.
How is he speaking for heaven, brothers and sisters? He's not right now. He's speaking to you right now. He gave it to you in the beginning. He gave you to your beginning. Keep my commandments and live. The commandments are ordained to life. They should add life to you. I created the world by my word. You are upheld by my word. We got spots here that he said, I will afflict you. You will get sick and cry to me. And what do? You start praying to me, begging and crying and pleading. What do he send to you to heal you? His word, brothers and sisters. Why shouldn't you play with this guy? Who is he that he's sitting here? Is the image that you saw that's going to match the one that's going to do this? Verse 29 and read it.
For our God is a consuming fire.
Now, I read that. I want you to hear that real clever in your mind. I don't even want to read it again because I want you to consume that. This is the guy that they gave you the picture of in your mind. He won't do that to you. But we laying this thing out, let you know that he is a consuming fire. His words are like fire. And that's the spiritual side of it. But he is a consuming fire. Wow. He is jealous. He would have no other God before you. Allah and all them other gods didn't create you, brothers and sisters. He said, my might and my strength and my word created you. Let there be. And you existed. Yeah. It's all good when you pray to him when your lights is getting ready to go off. You get the lights to come back on, and then you say, no, we don't need you. You're not going to do nothing. You're not going to do nothing to us. Let's let you hear some more about this fire. Now we finna go in Isaiah. This is going to get real bad because I'm going to show it to you. Isaiah 33. Isaiah 33. Because we want y'all to hear about this. People say a lot of things, but I'm leading up to let you know where it's going to be at, and he is going to come and do it for sure. You will see this. And you pray that you on the other side of this guy. Isaiah 33. And we going to look at verse 10. When you get to 10, go ahead.
Now will I rise, saith the Lord. Now will I be exalted. Now will I lift up myself. Ye shall conceive chaff. Ye shall bring forth stubble. Your breath as fire shall devour you.
Do you hear this? Your words and all this is going to be as stubble. Everything around you is going to devour you from this guy. He said, now will I rise. He even gave you the set appointed time. He told you all you got to do is endure to the end till I come back. All you got to do, if the world is acting silly like we see them doing, you keep my commandments and stay away from them. That means come outside of the world. Don't go to deal with anything on my day. Do not go to your mama's anniversary. Do not go have the cookout that you got to. My daughter's birthday is this Sabbath on the 4th of July, and she don't understand why I can't be there. And I said, no, the Lord God is a consuming fire. You will not see me. You can't spend the night over there. Go. I said, no, it's Friday night. Go look at the news. When the sun go down Friday night to that Saturday night, that's where all the people is getting killed.
Yep.
And he said, I'm going to make it known to you about this. That's the prelude to the championship, because this, what we're getting ready to read, is even worse, because he's going to ask you some questions. Go ahead with the next one, verse 12.
And the people shall be as the burnings of lime, as thorns cut up shall they be burned in the fire. Hear, ye that are far off, what I have done, and ye that are near, acknowledge my might.
So he's telling you, I created all this stuff for you. I gave you all the trees of the field for you to eat out. I gave you all of the promotion you get on the job. I gave you that little girlfriend you like so much, who tricking you, messing around with your best friend on his back. I gave you all this stuff. And you want to get crazy with me? So look at what you're going to be saying right now in this next verse. Listen at you talk about this guy that's coming. Go ahead.
The sinners in Zion are afraid.
Go ahead.
Fearfulness have surprised the hypocrites. Who among us shall dwell in the devouring fire? Who among us shall dwell with everlasting burnings?
Do you hear that?
Oh, man.
Brothers and sisters, do y'all pay? This man said, the sinners are afraid. The people that's saved. Now, I know us right here, we keep the God's law, statutes, and commandments. Have you ever seen a tornado coming and they telling you on the news and the stars getting real dark? I don't care if you think you saved already, you think you walking upright, fear come over you like you ain't never seen it before. I done been on my house in the last 3 weeks on the ground when it comes, praying mercifully, and I'm a servant. I work hard for this because of the fear, because of this right here.
Yeah.
Every time I think about wanting to do something, me and that brother Stephen be on this phone every day, manifesting on this word day and night. And the more we read, the more scared we get. Sometimes it's this pure silence.
Man.
10 chapters a day. Then we come back and read you 10 chapters once a week. You know why we do that? Because we know about this devouring fire that he's going to bring on here. Let's go over to one of our next spots, brothers and sisters, because this, you need to see that this is real. Isaiah 14, because this is where the one that's telling y'all to go home and he going back to his home and he going to have you doing the done. I had a story about like I got a young friend in high school and I was cheating on his paper, and I looked on his paper when he did it. He saw me peeking and he changed the answers after I went and took mine up. And when I seen him, I say, oh my goodness, I got a 0. And he told me, he said, you cheated. You will never do that again. I learned a lesson. I learned a major lesson. I want to whoop that little boy, man. But I couldn't do it because I knew it was my fault. Satan that did the same thing to you. You should not surely die. Oh, I'm cool. And he's going to cry, laugh. I'm going to let you see his state right now. For all these people that want to keep God's commandments, let's see what he did. Because he having the conversation with this man that he want to be like the Lord. He used to be there with him. They tell you in Ezekiel, they say Satan was the sum of all of God's power that he put into him. The sum means everything. He made Satan more better than everything he created, the world, including you and everything of it, brothers and sisters. Satan was the total sum of his work and wanted to be him. Pay attention to this for this guy that's tricking you and through those passes that's telling you that you are right, that you don't have to deal with this type of fire. Go ahead, verse 14.
I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit.
Oh, do you hear that? That's Satan on how he feels. And all his ministers and all his people that he brought with him, you're going to be there to see him live and in color right here on this earth. And I'm getting ready to show you in my last place exactly where it's at and how it looked, brothers and sisters. But when you get there, let's let God give you the preview first. Go ahead, 16.
They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners?
So did you see that, brothers and sisters? Take a look at what we was talking about, how I look on YouTube and all this. You're going to see him and say, man, I can't believe I fell for this guy. This is the guy told me I was saved, that I ain't have to listen to God no more. This is the guy told me I was blessed and highly favored. This is the guy who pastor told me to look at my neighbor while I'm sleeping with her and my wife is on this side. This is the narrow guy that did that.
Man.
You're going to see this guy, brothers and sisters, that made the whole earth tremble. We are in the days of Noah. We in the days of Lot and Sodom and Gomorrah, but he got a care package for you. Go ahead.
Ooh. All the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, every one in his own house. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as the raiment of those that are slain, thrust through with a sword that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden under feet.
Oh my God! Do y'all hear this? Oh my goodness, this man said this. Oh, I think you skipped 18.
Did I?
Yep. Go to 18.
I read it.
You did all the kings and all the nations?
Yeah.
I didn't hear that. I want to rehear it again. Go ahead. 18.
And all the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, every one in his own house.
Go ahead.
But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as the raiment of those that are slain, thrust through with the sword that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden under feet.
And who gonna be there with him? Who gonna be there with him? Go ahead, 20.
Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people. The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned. Prepare the slaughter for his children and for the iniquity of their fathers. They that do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Do you hear this? Listen to how the Lord is talking. This does not look like that picture that's telling this for you, brothers and sisters. Read 22.
For I will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name, the remnant, and son and nephew, saith the Lord.
Now, the women is worried about them having women preachers. He put the men in charge, and he dealing with the men for this. So you better not get in that fire with him, sister, trying to overstep the authority of a man. He letting you know that. And listen how bad this is. Let's let you see how the place is prepared. Back up and give me verse 9.
Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It have raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations.
Don't this sound familiar, brothers and sisters? All those people that you see on TV throwing up them signs and that we glorifying them, saying, I like to thank the God of this world. And throwing up these signs like this on the TV, and all our kids loving them. Looking at them on YouTube. Looking at them on Disney Channel. Looking at them all over the world and glorifying them instead of the Lord. He jealous. You make a man, he'll stand up sometime. We can read that to you. Verse 10.
All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us?
You hear this? He's saying, man, what you doing here in the grave next to me in here? I thought you was this, that, and other, like the rich man that he let you see.
Yeah.
This is what he's telling you why he's doing this, brothers and sisters. Now listen to how nasty this is. Read the next verse.
Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy bowels, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee.
Listen to what he said. He's telling you, when you go down here with Satan in this fire, he gonna lay you down, like I said over there in Job, like flat on your feet. And they say it's like somebody taking hot coals and pouring them over your body, brothers and sisters. This is the consuming fire, Lord, that I just read to you in Hebrews. So you'll know who you're dealing with. And this place is right here. It's in this Bible. I'm about to show it to you. It's right over in Jerusalem. It's a half a mile away from the temple that's getting ready to be built. The Lord is going to sit there and you're going to see it. He's been calling it out. They used it for it first, and it's right there, brothers and sisters. Let's go over to Isaiah 33:30. Let me go check and see. Read this last verse so I can show it to you. Isaiah 30, and give me verse 33. So we can show you the name of the place. Where is that? Then I'll let you see it. 33, when you get there, go ahead.
For Tophet is ordained of old, yeah. For the king is prepared, it is prepared. He have made it deep and large. The pile thereof is fire and much wood. The breath of the Lord, like a stream of brimstone, doth kindle it.
Did you just hear what that said? He gave you the location in this Bible where the lake of fire is going to be there. He told you, he said, for Tophet is ordained of old. What does ordained mean? You got ordained ministers, but they don't know about ordained lake of fire. You got people that's saying I'm an ordained bishop, but they're sleeping with somebody's wife, but they didn't tell you about the ordained lake of fire that was here from old, brothers and sisters. It said the king it is prepared. He had made it deep and large. When he let you see it with that vision with Abraham, it was a gulf that you cannot pass forward. It's right on Jerusalem. Let me give you a little history on it right here real quick, brothers and sisters. Let's let you see what Tophet is about. Malachi, take that down. Thank you. Here you go.
In the valley of Hinnom stood a place called Tophet, an altar to Moloch where children were sacrificed in fire. Even kings of Judah, like Ahaz and Manasseh, burned their own sons there. Prophets like Jeremiah thundered against it, calling it a valley of slaughter. Later, the fires of Tophet and Hinnom became a symbol of hell itself, Gehenna. The very city God chose for his name became defiled with the blood of innocents. Tophet's story is not just history. It's a warning of how far God's people can fall when they abandon his word. Follow Sacred Origins for more stories like this. Share this with someone who loves biblical history.
Brothers and sisters, did you see that? And if you notice, every time somebody talk about it, they think these is nice little cuddly stories and saying that how it failed and all this, but he gave you a warning. Read that 31 again, because that's the place that's right there down the street from it in the Valley of Hinnom called Tophet that we're going to see. And that'll be it for me. 33 again.
For Tophet is ordained of old, yeah. For the king it is prepared. He have made it deep and large. The pile thereof is fire and much wood. The breath of the Lord, like a stream of brimstone, doth kindle it.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is a real place, brothers and sisters. This behavior you see there, and these are spirit beings that are going to be in there too. So they're going to get their change of body, and they're going to feel every one of these worms for this. You need to understand what's going against this Lord. And he said his breath is the one that take you. Thou shalt not steal and thou shalt not kill. And my same breath say, light up. That's all I got. Your turn, prophet.
All right. Hey man, y'all lay down some great set in order many proverbs, a lot of precepts, brothers hitting on some stuff. I like all the angles, man. That what you just did, Deron. See, like, I like, man, you know it's good when you get scared. You know it's good when some fear is over you. You know, this is one of those lessons. We do a lot of joking and you know, not really joking, but we have a lot of joy on these platforms and laugh and smile a lot. And we laughing and smiling, but this thing is very serious. The title of this lesson is "Thou Shalt Not Kill." Man, and this brother just pointed out the lake of fire. So that's why you shouldn't do it. Because you're gonna be killed for forever. They're gonna keep killing you. And just oh man, it's scary to even think about it, man. Even for those who not keeping the commandments, like I'm scared for them. I'm scared for all of us, man. We gotta lock in on this thing, man. So I'm gonna deal with this lesson. I called on the Lord and asked him to help me with this. And he showed me some stuff, and I'm gonna just put this thing forth, and I hope that everybody's edified. Let's start this out in Genesis chapter 2, because the thing we're gonna see, as he say, thou shalt not kill, and the commandments that he give you are ordained to life. So when you don't keep the commandments, what did you just do? We're gonna do it real simple, and we're gonna build you up to it. So we're gonna start this out in Genesis chapter 2, brothers and sisters, and let's look at this. You know, the God created everything off commandments, right? So, like I was telling some of the people in the senior living facility the other day, I said, do you agree with these commandments? When the Lord said, let there be light, do you agree with that? They said, yeah, I don't want to be in darkness. Okay, cool. When the Lord said, you know, let the earth bring forth the yielding seed, the yielding tree was bringing forth the fruit, and the fish and all that. Do you agree with it being fish? They say, yeah. Cattle, all they agree with all these things the Lord commanded and brought forth. But as it pertains to man keeping the commandments of God, and we see that all those things were brought forth, were ordained to life. We got the sun and moon because of God speaking that command, and all these things. But when you don't keep the command, it's ordained to death. Keeping it ordained to life, not keeping it ordained to death. People talking about they ordained. You're not ordained unless you're keeping these commandments. That's going to ordain you. That's going to save you. Let's start out in Genesis chapter 2, because we don't do this thing. We're going to see how we be killing. There's a lot of killers going around. Thou shalt not kill, but everybody they kill. Everybody they kill. And I ain't talking about the physical murder with a gun. And I'm not even talking about a spiritual killing my brother by saying something to him and bringing his countenance down or being a talebearer, none of that. We're going to look into this a whole plain view that the Lord's showing us. Pick it up in chapter 2, brother. And I want verse 17. Excuse me, verse 16.
16. And the Lord God commanded the man, saying, of every tree of the garden thou mayest freely eat.
So when he commanded him, he's ordaining him to life. When he commanded this man, he's ordaining him to live. Thou shalt not kill. So if you say, Brother Stephen, he gave Adam a commandment, and the Bible said the commandments are ordained to life. Well, what happens if Adam doesn't keep the commandment? Adam has just ordained himself to death, and thou shalt not kill, even yourself. Verse 17, brother.
But of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, thou shalt not eat of it. For in the day that thou eatest thereof, thou shalt surely die.
Thou shalt not kill, Adam. The day that you do this, you're going to die. Thou shalt not kill even yourself. The brother pointed out that lake of fire, this burning with fire and brimstone. I cannot say, listen, I'm responsible for my own salvation. I have a responsibility to keeping the commandments with every brother on this panel, every brother or sister that might be watching this, friends, foes, enemies, friends, relatives, whatever. I have a duty to keep these commandments. If I don't, because they ordained to life. If I don't, I just killed them. Spiritually, I might bring somebody kindness down. There's a lot of things that we can do, but we're going to see that this thing is more so for you, because you got to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Thou should not kill yourself. That's what we're going to get from this angle that I'm coming with. And I asked the Lord to show me how to do this. So bear with me on this, brothers and sisters. Let's go to our next spot. Thou shalt not kill, y'all. Thou shalt not kill. When you break the commandments, you are killing yourself so slowly. It's a slow kill. You deceiving yourself. Oh my goodness, man. Let's go to this next one. Let's go to Romans 6:23. Let's just do a little groundwork on this. Romans 6:23. When you get there, brother Daniel, go ahead and read it.
For the wages of sin is death, but the gift of God is eternal life through Jesus Christ our Lord.
Wages. This is the people work for minimum wage and then they want to raise and stuff, right? So this is what you're gonna get paid. You're gonna get paid for sin. You're gonna get paid for obedience, because these are works, brothers and sisters. You got to get paid for work. Anybody got a job, they get paid for what they work at. Right. And we have to labor and work out our own salvation, but we have to work 6 days. And on the 7th day, it's the Sabbath for the Lord thy God. In it, we do no work, because even Jesus ceased from all his works on the Sabbath. And even Jesus, when he was dead for 3 days and 3 nights and rose on the 3rd day, he rose on the Sabbath day. He was no longer man. He rested from being a man. And we gonna rest from being a man. But the thing is, you want to make sure that you enter into his rest. Because if you go in that lake of fire, there is no rest there, brothers and sisters. There's torment day and night, fire and brimstone. Oh my goodness, gnashing the teeth. Oh man, we don't want that, man. We don't want that. So don't kill yourself. Thou shalt not kill. Don't do it to yourself, because can't nobody do it to you. And I get it. People have hard lives, bad upbringings, bad parents, bad siblings, or you was this bad and you had good parents. It's because society, there's so many things that can reverse a man's mind or a young woman's mind. I get it. But lay it to heart. No matter how bogus of a hand that you've been dealt, don't deal nobody that same hand. Don't do that to nobody else. So, like they say in the streets, you got to thug it out. Thug it out. Or like the Bible say, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Let's go to our next spot. The wages of sin is death, brothers and sisters. That's why we don't want to do it. That's why we can't kill, because we going to get killed forever. Go ahead. I mean, I told you, go ahead. I didn't give you that spot. Romans 7:10, brother. Let me calm down, man. Romans 7:10. And when you get there, my bro, go ahead and read it.
And the commandment, which was ordained to life, I found to be unto death.
You know why you're going to find it to be unto death, brothers and sisters? If you don't keep it. Mm-hmm. It was set up for you to be ordained to life to live forever. But if you don't keep it, I just told you, you're killing yourself slowly. See, yeah. I like to deal with you. No, let me rephrase that. I like to deal with me. Most of the time when we put these lessons together, we do it from the standpoint of we're putting this together with the Lord. And the Lord is dealing with us according to whatever he needs to deal with us for. To point this out for us. Point that out for you, Stephen. While you're delivering that, make sure that you're eating that. Cut you a little bit, Stephen. Thou shalt not kill, Stephen. Don't kill yourself, Stephen, because that's an unforgivable sin.
Wow.
Yeah. So, wow. Breaking the commandments is an unforgivable sin. We could really just put it on the table like that. But let's keep going. Read that next verse, brother.
For sin, taking occasion by the commandment, deceived me, and by it slew me.
slew you, but it's you doing it, and you doing it to you. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt surely die if you do this. So don't do it. Because if you do it, hey, a cat got the gun and he playing Russian roulette, and he got 6 bullets in the thing. You shall surely die. You don't got a chance of it not being a bullet in the empty spot. You should surely die, my man. You break God's commandment, you should surely die. But you are the one that's pulling the trigger. Is what I want you to see. Ain't nobody doing nothing to you. Can't nobody just condemn you and throw you in a lake of fire or find you guilty of some charges that you never committed. One more verse 12, and we're gonna move around.
Wherefore the law is holy, and the commandment holy and just and good.
Yeah, that's why it came from heaven. That's why the commandments came from heaven. Jesus came from heaven. The word that was made flesh, the bread that came down from heaven is Jesus. And it's good. And he said, when he had the flesh on, don't call me good. I got this flesh on. And don't call me good neither. None of us good. Call us scared and paranoid of the Lord. Call me that, because I am. And I wake up like that, brothers. Because I don't want to kill myself by playing with the Lord or deceiving my own self, making myself think that I'm something that I'm not. Thou shalt not kill your neighbor, and you better not kill yourself. What we doing this for? Man, let's go to Proverbs chapter 8. We doing this for salvation, brothers and sisters, on the Lord's Sabbath day. Dealing with the commandments, doing a lesson on the commandments. But we can't do a lesson on something that we're not doing ourselves. Do you kill? A sister had me get a spider out of class last Sabbath. It was like on the doors. She's like, don't kill it, don't kill it. I had to get the little tissue. The strangest thing I've ever done. But I said I understood the value of life and what the sister, you know, and I took it outside and it lived happily ever after. But however, man, that's what, see, don't kill so you can live happily ever after. Proverbs 8:36. We're going to get in there and read that though. Go ahead, my brother.
But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul. All they that hate me love death.
The one who sinned against God is wronging his own soul. What's the soul, brothers and sisters? Your body. You wronging it. You're killing yourself. You just, it's like a guy committing a crime and then he just arrests himself. Take yourself to jail. That's what it's likened to. Because if you sin, you just did that to yourself. You threw yourself in the lake of fire. You did it. The Lord gonna turn you over to you. One teacher was telling me that, and I think the Ron was hitting on that one day, and the thing just messed me up because I say, oh man, he gonna turn you over to you, and you can't lie. You bear record over everything you did, and them angels too. Like Brother Mason kept pointing out, you can't look. The Lord see every single thing, and He see how you killing yourself, and He not happy with that, and neither am I. Read that next verse.
Chapter 9.
No, excuse me. No, we moving around. Excuse me, brother. Let's go to Exodus chapter 20. I got to hear what my boy Smooth hit. And Smooth got the same type of living room set up I got, and so do Mason. I'm trying to figure out. I really was trying to figure that out from the beginning, but so serious, I couldn't throw no little human in there yet. Boy, you got the same thing I got.
Hey, that's why we brothers.
They don't respect a person, is it?
Thank you.
Exodus 20:13. Where you get it? Go ahead, brother.
Thou shalt not kill.
Clean. Don't do it. And you got to lay at the heart. How do I kill? Thou shalt not kill what? Man, don't kill your neighbor. Don't kill your brother. Don't kill a stranger. Don't kill an enemy. And don't kill yourself. And don't kill your shot at getting salvation by saying that you already saved.
Yep.
And crazy stuff.
Sounds
Don't kill your
insane.
shot. Yeah, don't kill your shot at really getting salvation by hating your brother. Because they say
Wow.
he who hates his brother is a murderer.
Mm,
And you still killing. What's up, killer? Yeah, what's up, killer? We call each other stuff like that.
Yeah.
Man, what's up, killer? He the coolest dude in the hood. His name Killer, though.
I'm telling you, my goodness, boy.
I remember
Man,
that.
Let me cut this mic off. I start talking.
No, it's all good. Let's that boy hit that man, he hit that Samuel. But let's go to 1 Samuel chapter 2. People got a misunderstanding about this God. I don't know how much time I got. How much time I got?
Plenty.
I'm good. Okay.
You good.
So he said, people have a misunderstanding about this God. They think that he, like the brother just pointed out, not my God. My God wouldn't do that. Who is your God? It's our Father. It's not just your Father. It's our Father. But wait a minute. You say your God is whoever that you listening to. So maybe you do have another God. You're not keeping these commandments. But let's pick it up in 1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 6. Let's see if it's the Lord that be doing this killing. Because people don't know that. Because Brother Dewan, before you even read this, Brother Dewan said something, man. It was me, him, and Brother James Anderson. And we was on the phone. It was real late for hours. We was late. I was almost dozing off on the phone listening to them. And the boy Dewan said he did a lesson called Bullets Got Names on. Messed me up. Yeah. Woke me up. I woke up when I heard that. I said, whoa, hold on. Because the Lord be killing people, y'all. Don't nobody die unless the Lord want them dead. Ain't nobody alive unless the Lord. Come on now, don't y'all know this? So yeah, I get it, brothers and sisters. Thou shalt not kill. You better not kill. Don't go do nothing and be like, yeah, the Lord made me do it. But I'm telling you, however, the Lord, he do it. Go ahead and read that verse, though.
Let's see, verse 6. Yep. The Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up.
See, he told you don't kill because he do it. And that's what God do. That's what a God do. God kill and make alive. You a man striving to become God. You cannot kill. If you kill, you will never become God. You just forfeited your chance at this, partner, like Bowie say. You just forfeited your chance at this, partner. Because you have broke the commandment that's ordained to life. For you to have everlasting life, even just like Jesus. For you to be a joint heir with him. That's why you can't kill. And that's why you got to keep the dietary law. Because eating unclean foods are going to kill you. They're going to mess up your blood, brothers and sisters. Our people, the ones who call by his name, we got the highest blood pressure. We got all of the blood places in the neighborhood, donate all of this stuff, man. And we eating all this pork. Listen, we eating all of this stuff because we could get it with our link cards. And the crab, the catfish, all the unclean stuff that let you get it with your link, Israel. Thou shalt not kill yourself.
Wow.
By not keeping God's commandments. You killing yourself, not keeping the dietary law, you killing yourself very slowly, sometimes fast. I had a friend that died in 2 years ago, y'all. He died in what you call that place, man? It's like Hamada's, the Japanese steakhouse. Benihana's.
Benihana's.
He ate a shrimp and died off of shrimp, bro. Messed me up. I said, what?
Wow.
He died off of shrimp. I wish he never would have went there. But however, you know, man, these commandments ordained to life. Let's move around, taking up too much time. Deuteronomy 32 and 39. Let me move through these and take me out of it a little bit. Let's read this book. Y'all get the gist of how you can kill yourself by not keeping the commandments. That's the angle I want to come from. I want to scare you. I want to scare me. You're killing yourself. So you ain't killing nobody else. You say, but we ain't kill them, no, because you ain't did nothing to nobody. You killing you, brother.
Wow.
Lord, we ain't killing. Lord, when did we do these things? When you was killing yourself. When you weren't keeping my commandments. When you ain't do it for the least one of these. We doing Deuteronomy. Like I said, man, I'm getting a little passion on this thing and getting long-winded. 32 and 39. Deuteronomy 32 and 39. Go ahead and read, brother.
See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me.
What
I
do you do?
kill,
Mm-hmm.
I kill, and I make alive. I
You know
wound,
how, yeah, go ahead.
and
ahead,
I
brother.
heal.
Yes.
Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
Because he the one that do it.
Yeah.
You know, last week it was a tragic on 95th and Princeton in Chicago. 15 people were shot. A lot of them died. And it always happens on the Sabbath day. God killed a man for working on the Sabbath day. God be killing people on the Sabbath day. See, people they don't like to talk about God as for what he is. He say, I kill and make alive. We just read it 2 spots. So a fact is established. When we go to 2 or 3 or more witnesses, a fact is established. That's why we put these precepts together like that, so that it can stick to you. He killed, he make alive. He wounds and he heals people with his word. He already just said it. He already put it on there. How much longer I got, brother?
You got 10 minutes?
Okay, good. Let's do this. Now go to Genesis 2 and 17. Because like Brother Keith went to that Exodus 20:13. I said, man, that was the whole lesson when he read that one verse. Thou shalt not kill. That's the whole lesson, bro. I don't even know what to say no more.
Wow.
What these boys gonna say after that? That's the word of the Lord. He said that. 2 and 17. Wow. He said it too. Go ahead.
But of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, thou shalt not eat of it. For in that day that thou eatest thereof, thou shalt surely die.
I had to read it again. See, that's what the Lord say. The Lord say thou shalt surely die. How is he sure of this? Because he say he the Lord, he kill and he make alive. And he do it through these commandments. He make people alive. He told Lazarus, come forth through a command. It's ordained a life. And he'll kill you too.
Wow.
Romans chapter 5. Romans chapter 5, brothers and sisters. So that's what you do when you don't keep the commandments. And that's what Satan did in the garden. He told Eve, man, has God told you got to keep the commandments, keep the law, keep the Sabbath, man. You know, it's the same thing that they do today. Same thing. Because he know that you're going to die, and even it be a slow death, because they didn't die exactly, drop dead right then and there, but they still died that day. They never made to be 1,000 years old. You got 0,000-year-old people in here. Nobody. Only Jesus and the Father, 1,000 and over club. Put an age on it. Yeah. But all of us are dying. We get old, we start to go down. We got to keep these commandments, and that's going to give us life everlasting, give us a brand new body. But the whole thing, brother, go ahead and read that Romans 5 and 12.
Wherefore, as by one man's sin entered into the world, and death by sin, so death passed upon all men, for that all have sinned.
Keep going.
For until the law, sin was in the world, but sin is not imputed when there is no law.
You can't get in trouble for something that ain't stating that it's trouble. See, the Lord has stated that it's trouble. It's major trouble if you don't keep these commandments. A good understanding have you if you keep the commandments. If you don't, man, it's going to be a snare for you. It's going to be fire and brimstone. You seen what happened in Sodom and Gomorrah? Fire and brimstone for their wickedness. Same. That's the material he uses for disobedience. He uses fire and brimstone all the way back then, and he's gonna do it all the way coming up. That's the material he uses. And brothers and sisters, for those of us who want to kill people, when we see them doing righteously, and now what I mean by killing them, by trying, woe unto you that try to stop people for doing what's right, for reading the word of God, for working on their salvation. you say, oh man, you can't do this and all that, man. Woe unto you if you're doing that. Because you killing them. You trying to kill them, and that Satan got you doing that. Because the Lord will never tell you to do nothing like that. We're gonna go to our next spot. I only got a couple more. As I want to point something out. Because even Jesus had to be obedient. And even Jesus, even though he's God, he learned something when he came in the world. Brother Stephen, how you gonna sit up and say something like that? You're gonna get them shut down. Let's read the Lord said, Philippians chapter 2, verse 8. Let's read what the book say. Go ahead, my brother.
Hold on, bro. I gotta get
Okay. I'm Speedy Gonzalez mode.
that. Philippians 2, 8.
Yep.
And being found in fashion as a man, he humbled himself and became obedient unto death, even the death of the cross.
Okay, it said he humbled himself and became obedient. Now let's go to Hebrews 5 and 8, because Brother Stephen, you said the word learned obedience. If he's God, what do he got to learn? Brother Stephen, you said learn. Don't try to wiggle up out of it. I'm not. Hebrews 5 and 8. We just had to line it up like that. Because it said, though it said that he became obedient because he humbled himself. But let's read Hebrews 5 and 8, because this is what we got to do too, y'all. Go ahead.
Though he were a son, yet learned he obedience by the things which he suffered.
And I do too. And all of us do too. We learn obedience from the things that we do wrong. Yeah. And now that we're learning more in depth about this thou shalt not kill, we see the number one person that we do wrong is ourselves. See, we can get on here and plead for all of these people and all of that, but God ain't gonna ask you nothing about all of these people. He gonna ask you about you. And I tell you, if you got something with me, talk to me about me, bro. Because the Lord gonna talk to you about you, bro. Iron sharpen iron, bro. He learned obedience through the things he suffered. So we got to learn from dealing with these commandments, from having this flesh on, all the different ways we be killing people and we be killing ourselves and killing our shot and have an everlasting life. Man, once you lose it, you can't get another chance at doing it. It's not like that. See, all them games is over with, man. This is it. We can't go be little boys no more. We grown men. Boys to men, men to God. Let me hit this. Let me close this thing out. I got one more I'm gonna hit you with. Because I want to point this out. I got a couple more on this. 1 Peter 2 and 22. And I got one more after this. 1 Peter 2 and 22, because like we pointed out, thou shalt not kill is not always stabbing somebody with a knife or pulling the trigger, brothers and sisters. But too many of us do that too. And that's Satan getting in our head having us do that. But I want you to see it's a way that you can kill someone verbally. As they say, spiritually. 1 Peter 2 and 22, go ahead and read it, brother.
Who did no sin, neither was guile found in his mouth.
Who did no sin? Jesus.
Jesus.
He did no sin. Ain't nobody in this book that did no sin. Ain't nobody on this panel that did no sin. Ain't nobody watching that did no sin. Unless it's the Lord. He watching. He the only one. Because it just said it. We just read it. He did no sin. Neither was it guile in his mouth. Yeah, because you can say some crazy stuff out your mouth. Let's go to the book of Job. Matter of fact, I want to go to the book of Job because I got to hit this, but I'm going to reference this next verse. Hebrews 4:15 would have lined up real good with this no guile in your mouth and Jesus not having no sin. So I'm going to paraphrase it. It said, for we have not an high priest which cannot be touched with the feelings of our infirmities, but was in all point tempted like as we are, yet without sins. He had no sins. But now I want to go to Job. I want to show y'all something about thou shalt not kill. This is my last spot. I got to hit this Job.
But I want you to read that verse that you paraphrased. We got time for that, brother.
Man, he
really
just read that verse.
Please read it.
Read it. I read it all the way through. I just
you did? Okay.
Yeah, I read it.
Paraphrasing.
Yeah,
word for word.
But so now this is a clutch. Because that boy Deron said something the other day, man. Boy, y'all know Satan more obedient than most of y'all.
Mm.
Do you know that?
Them people was quiet too, brother.
Listen, man. Look, we be talking about so much stuff, and I like to listen to all of us, man. And I like to listen to me, and I listen to what thus say the Lord. And I get scared when I listen to all these brothers teaching, man. And I listen to what the Lord said. Let's go to Job chapter 1. It's gonna scare y'all. This is gonna be my last spot, man.
Mm-hmm.
Job chapter 1, and I'm trying to get here, but this is off the top of the dome to throw this one in here. All right, so we're gonna pick this up so Job, he's perfect, he's upright, he eschewed evil. The Lord asked Satan, have you considered my servant Job? Because it be the Lord that be doing this stuff, y'all. Don't know evil just be happening, and the Lord ain't say, go ahead and do that. Like, don't nothing, not one thing. He said he perfect, he upright. Satan say, man, you got a hedge of protection about him. I can't get to him. What am I gonna do? Okay, let's look at this. And I want y'all to pay attention because I told you that Satan works for God, and now we're gonna read about him being obedient to God. This is crazy. This is very crazy, but this is the truth, and we got to pay attention. Okay, let's pick it up in verse 8, 1 and 8.
And the Lord said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and an upright man, one that feareth God and escheweth evil? And Satan answered the Lord and said, doth Job fear God for naught? Has not thou made an hedge about him and about his house and all that he hath on every side? Thou hast blessed the work of his hands, and his substance is increased in the land. But put forth,
Go ahead, brother, my fault.
But put forth thine hand now and touch all that he hath, and he will curse thee to thy face.
You say, brother Stephen, man, and all the brothers on the panel. I mean, the lesson was going pretty deep. What do Job got to do with this? The lesson is thou shalt not kill. Keep going. We're gonna see.
And the Lord said unto Satan, behold, all that he hath is in thy power. Only upon himself put not forth thine hand. So Satan went forth from the presence of the Lord.
So he said, he just told him right there, the Lord said to Satan, behold, it's all in your hand, right? Didn't he just say that?
Yeah.
We read that? Okay, our last spot, 2 and 6. Same book, chapter 2, verse 6. Let's see what if the Lord say this again, and then what he say after that.
And the Lord said unto Satan, behold, he is in thine hand, but save his life.
Thou shalt not kill him.
Boy, just close the book on us.
Brush his shoulders off. Wow.
No, the Lord, I'm nothing, man. I'm the musty little boy from movies, man. The Lord told, save his life. Thou shalt not kill. But did Satan ever kill him? Nope. He killed his kids, did all kind of stuff, got his wife head. She told him to curse God died. Listen, man, brothers and sisters, the whole thing that I want to point out, though, is that we got to make sure that we're not killing ourselves and when we are obedient to God. Because even your adversary, Satan himself, he listening to what God said. If it was up to him, he'd just kill the whole South Side right now. That's all
Out west too. Wow.
Man,
yeah, that was very, very, very good and informative, brothers. I love the way when we get together and start talking about this. I think we all like that song that they sing with Fabulous. You make me better. You make me start want to go in here harder and just see this stuff because listen, it is right up on us, like we're saying. This lessons like this that we talking about it pure and simple and plain, and people need to hear the consequences for going against this God. it's very easy to become numb and see this. And I mean, it's really happening. And I hope that you all got some understanding for this. I want Mason. Mason had some more verses to go to, and then Smooth as well too. So we get each one of y'all guys about at least about 2 or 3 more verses to put some on this thing, because I took a little bit more time when I looked over it and seen it. So I want to give y'all a couple more verses apiece. Smooth and him, and then Prophet, you can come back too for 2 more if you got them. But we're gonna start off with you, Mason.
Like I say, Prophet brought something up about being passionate, right? I'm gonna get passionate about these children, because I do this all the time. Every time we get to these lessons, I gotta bring these kids in this thing, because like I say, the title of the lesson is "Thou Shalt Not Kill." So go to Proverbs 22:6, bro. You get there, you can go ahead and read.
Okay. Train up a child in the way he should go. When he is old, he will not depart from it.
Need to be training up your kids in the fear of the Lord right now, but these kids don't have no fear of the Lord because they out here wilding out in the world. That's why they out here killing, stealing, robbing, doing whatever, disrespecting their parents, doing whatever, because they don't have no fear of God, and they haven't been taught the fear of God. Go to my next spot. This is what we need to be teaching our kids. Let's go to Deuteronomy 29:9. See, these kids is one of the reasons why we do lessons like this, because they don't have no understanding of God at all. Give me that verse. Yeah, give me verse 9.
Keep therefore the words of this covenant and do them, that ye may prosper in all that ye do.
These kids need to be learning the covenant, the keeping of the commandments of God. So as they get older in life, their lives and whatever their hands touch will prosper. But these kids right now, they're out there, they rather steal, they rather kill, they want to disrespect their parents. These kids are dying early each and every day because they don't have the fear of God. And because they haven't been taught the fear of God. They don't know his ways. They don't know anything about God. That's why they out there acting crazy, right? Go to Deuteronomy the 6th chapter, bro. 1-7. I'm not going to stop you on this one. Just read it on through. You need to be teaching our kids these commandments. When you get that, go ahead and read, bro.
Now these are the commandments, the statutes, and the judgments which the Lord your God commanded to teach you, that ye may do them in the land whither ye go to possess it.
I know I said I was going to stop you, brother Dave, but let me just say this, sir. You got a doctrine out here that's saying that we can't keep the commandments in the land that we've been driven into or whatever. Well, read that again one more time, bro, because I know I heard you right. Read that one more time in verse 1.
Now these are the commandments, the statutes, and the judgments which the Lord your God commanded to teach you, that ye might do them in the land where ye go to possess.
So it don't matter where land you at, what part of the country you're in, you can keep these commandments. It doesn't matter. You can keep these commandments. It doesn't matter what land you're in. You can keep these commandments. Like I say, it's a doctrine out there saying that you can't keep the commandments in the land of your enemies. That is a bald-faced lie. You can't. You just read it. Keep going, bro.
Right, bro.
That thou mightest fear the Lord thy God, to keep all his statutes and his commandments, which I command thee, thou and thy son and thy son's son, all the days of thy life, and that thy days may be prolonged.
Go ahead.
Hear therefore, O Israel, and observe to do it, that it may be well with thee, and that ye may increase mightily, as the Lord God of thy fathers have promised thee, in the land that floweth with milk and honey.
Keep going.
Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord, and thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might.
We.
And these words which I command thee this day shall be in thine heart.
And should we be teaching our children? Go ahead, verse 7.
And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up.
Praise the Lord.
We need to be teaching our kids right now about keeping these commandments. That's why they out here doing whatever, or saying whatever, or committing all kinds of sins in the word, because they don't know the commandments. They don't keep these commandments, and they haven't been taught to keep these commandments. Go to Exodus, bro. Go to Exodus. Exodus 20. Give me 12 and 13.
He ain't trying to hear nothing. Hey, bro, Mason.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Hey, boy, you hit it at the park. And I just wanted to, before the brother read this, I just want to say something. That brother,
go ahead, bro.
Brother Duran told me, man, like probably some months ago, he said, look, brother, read the commandments over your children every morning.
Yeah.
Bro, do you know it's like part of them getting dressed now?
Yeah.
They got to brush our teeth. We got, everybody got their stuff on. Exactly. Got the book bag. Okay, now come here. Let me put this word on you. Let me put this book, this law on you. This ordained to life on you. Wow. Go ahead, brother. Because you keep hitting with the kids with the command. Boy, if you don't know what you're talking about, you know what you're talking about, brother. Go ahead, no.
Man, drill these commandments in these kids' heads so they can quit going out there killing each other. Man, give me 12 and 13, bro.
Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee.
Honor your father and your mother. Okay, 13.
Thou shalt not kill.
You should not be. Your kids don't have no business going out there in this world killing one another. They don't have no business committing these heinous crimes. It don't make sense. You see kids younger, no younger than 13 or 14 out here killing. And they killing one another. Then they go out there and they out there killing grown-ups. I'm more afraid of these kids today than I am of the grown-ups.
Yeah.
These kids. It's these kids, man. They need to be learning how to keep these commandments, right? I got one more spot, bro, Duran. I got one more spot, man. Please let me go to this. Give me Colossians 3. Colossians 3. 19 through 21. This will be my last spot. You need to be drilling these commandments in these kids' head. That's why they out there acting crazy right now, because they don't know the commandments. They don't have the fear of God in them. 19 through 21, bro. Go ahead, my blood brother. Bring it out.
1 second, brother. 1 second.
Okay.
Colossians 3 and okay. Husbands, love your wives and be not bitter against them.
Okay, husband, you need to be loving your wives. Don't be bitter against your wife just because she burnt up the cornbread, or she forgot to dry the clothes, or whatever the situation may be. Mm-hmm. Hey, she's human, but she's still your wife. Keep going, bro. What about the children?
Children, obey your parents in all things, for this is well pleasing unto the Lord.
Children, obey your parents in all things, for this is pleasing to the Lord. He said, we just got through reading. Honor your mother and your father. This is what we need to be teaching our children. But what the father needs to be doing about the children. Go ahead.
Fathers, provoke not your children to anger, lest they be discouraged.
Don't provoke your children to where they want to go out there and just don't care no more. Don't provoke them to get so angry at you to where they want to do something to you. Teach these kids about the love of God and keeping these commandments. That's what these kids need to be learning right now. Nothing else. It doesn't matter what the rest of the world is doing. Pick this book up right here and let these kids and teach these kids what thus said the Lord from Genesis up to Revelation. I'm good, bro. I'm good.
I got, before Smooth come on and say something, I gotta say this real quick, because this is the scariest thing in the world, and you won't even be able to imagine that this happening. I talk to the prophet all the time. That's why when you hear stuff come out, it pops up with our conversations, right? And people do not know this, but you need to be armed with this because Satan is going to use every trick he got to beat you and put you down. So he know if he can get the kids, he know it's going to do this. So did you know, brothers and sisters, they have what's called the nag factor? The nag factor is where they pay all these companies to research your kids how to pester you to get what they want. $1 billion companies do it. I'm going to play it for you because when I cut it off when Steve, the prophet, said what he said, because it made me remember that we had that talk. So I thought that's what he was one of them. We had so many of them, but people don't know this is happening. They pay billions of dollars to tell them, and I'm gonna let them explain it real quick. Just pay attention to this. I'll let you hear it.
1998, Western International Media, Century City, and Lieberman Research Worldwide conducted a study on nagging.
We asked parents to keep a diary for 3 weeks and to record every time. You could imagine, every time their child nagged them for a product. We asked them to record when, where, and why.
This study was not to help parents cope with nagging. It was to help corporations help children nag for their products more effectively.
Anywhere from 20% to 40% of purchases would not have occurred unless the child had nagged their parents. That is, we found, for example, a quarter of all visits to theme parks wouldn't have occurred unless the child nagged the parents. 4 out of 10 visits to places like Chuck E. Cheese would not have occurred. And any parent would understand that. You know, when I think of Chuck E. Cheese, oh my goodness, it's noise. And there's so many kids. Why would I want to spend 2 hours there? But if the child nags enough, you're going to go. We saw the same thing with movies, with home video, with fast food. We do have to break through this barrier where they do tell us, or they say they don't like it when their kids nag. Well, that's just a general attitude that they possess. It doesn't mean that they necessarily act upon it 100% of the time. You can manipulate consumers into wanting and therefore buying your products. It's a game.
Children are not little adults. Their minds aren't developed. And what's happening is that marketers are playing to their developmental vulnerabilities. The advertising that children are exposed to today is honed by psychologists. It's enhanced by media technology that nobody ever thought was possible.
The more insight you have about the consumer, the more creative you'll be in your communication strategies. So if that takes a psychologist, yeah, we want one of those on staff.
I'm not saying that it's wrong to make things for children. You know, and I also think it's important to distinguish between psychologists who work on products for children, who help, you know, toy corporations make toys that are developmentally appropriate. I think that's great. That's different from selling the toys directly to the children.
The initiative is huge. I think in the U.S. we place about $12 billion of media time. So we'll put it on TV, we'll put it in print, we'll put it out in outdoor, we'll buy radio time. So we're the biggest buyers of advertising time and space in the U.S. and in the world.
One family cannot combat an industry that spends $12 billion a year trying to get their children. They can't do it.
They are tomorrow's adult consumers. So start talking with them now, build that relationship when they're younger, and you've got them as an adult. Somebody asked me, Lucy, is that ethical? You're essentially manipulating these children. Well, yeah, is it ethical? I don't know. But our role at Initiative is to move products. And if we know you move products with a certain creative execution, placed in a certain type of media vehicle, then we've done our job.
Every institution provides the people who are members of it with a social role to occupy. And typically, institutions that are vibrant and have a lot of power will specify that role in some sense as a list of virtues. It's true for churches, for schools, for any institution that has power over people and shapes them. One nation. The corporation, likewise, it provides us with a list of virtues, a kind of social role, which is the good consumer.
Brothers and sisters, this mind control that they're doing and packaging is some of the beautiful things that say to use the church people and how they market to you. Did you know that they had a thing to back in the day, they was going to make cigarettes in black and white boxes, but it wasn't appealing to it. So they had to put them like in these colorful boxes that's green and with the designs on them. And that's death in the bottle, in the box. When you're on the airplane, they got the alcohol looking so good and shiny. It is alcohol, but you got leukemia, cancer, pancreatic cancer, drunk driving, beating your wife. All those things are packed up in a package that looks to you that's appealing to your eyes. You turn on Instagram and you go over there and see that woman. And you will pass over a woman that will dedicate her life to you, serve the Lord and everything, for one of them women that don't have no clothes on and doing all this stuff. The packaging is how they do that to us. And look at our kids. Look at what they say. If you look that stuff up, it tell you how step by step, when you put it in, they call the nag factor. In Wikipedia, it's called pastor power, to where they pay $12 billion a year here to advertise, not to you, but to your kids. And how many times do your kids see this and they be, Mama, I want to go to Chuck E. Cheese. Mama, the Wi-Fi is going off. Cut the Wi-Fi off. You think I'm playing? Just cut it off for an hour. Watch them kids do to you. I had my kids told me, well, we rather have the Wi-Fi or dinner. They chose the Wi-Fi. They chose the Wi-Fi. I said, I'm hungry as all outdoors, and y'all ain't hungry because y'all eating. Just like they say, eat this roll of this book. You want that Wi-Fi. I'm sorry, Smooth. Go ahead, man.
Oh, no problem. I was just sitting here thinking, and I'm gonna have to quote today my brother, brother Isaac. Like he said, I think I might have left a little meat on the bone. So we're gonna. He always get me every Tuesday with that. And he be right on it. That's why you keep these extra ones girded up just in case. So
wow.
I'm gonna try to end this and go to Proverbs 6, and we're gonna read starting at 16.
Wow.
Yeah, Isaac got me. He said, I think you left a little meat on the bone. So we're gonna go there.
Smooth in the game.
Dang on Duran. All right, go ahead when you get there. 6 and 16.
These 6 things doth the Lord hate. Yeah, 7 are an abomination unto him. A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood. A heart that deviseth wicked imaginations. Feet that be swift to run and running to mischief. A false witness that speaketh lies. And he that soweth discord among brethren. My son.
No, go ahead.
My son, keep thy father's commandment and forsake not the law of thy mother.
And that's it. Now, I went here one reason because we talking about the physical death, but the spiritual death is a killing of like all the commandments. All right? Because if we don't do what the Lord say is, and we choosing which one we want to do is, we might as well not do none of them. And that spiritual killing, it spreads wider among people because even in our platform, we are expected to do more. People is always watching us. Like I always told my kids, and then when I came into this truth and word, once you correct people and tell them what you're about, they always watching you to see if you fall. Okay, they watching you, not always what you say, but your actions. Because the first thing they want to get you, like they get people in the world, is I told you he wasn't really about the word. That's why when you in this word, you gotta always be girded up because everybody's watching you then. And I found out over the years that it's so powerful because even the people who you don't think that's in the word or don't care nothing about the word, when they watch you and they want to know something about the word, they come to you.
That's right.
All right. I've been dealing with it for years. Some don't never talk to me, high and by. But as soon as it's a conflict between them and another religion, first thing they do is come right over there to you and be like, "Hey man, what you call it? Say this one. What is it?" They even actually they always say they don't believe what you believe, but when they get into somebody else with their religion, whether it be Protestant, I think it was Latter-day Saints, whatever it is, they come all the way over to you because they know you gonna give them the correct answer. They might not agree with it, but they want to get the correct answer. And that's why we have to continue to study so we can be able to answer those questions. And read it through the word, not through our minds and emotion. Because one thing, the way we've been taught all these years by our pastor is, if you can't read it, don't say it. Your backbone. That's how you can correct people, and then you leave them in awe. Me and Deron talk about it all the time. Once you said something, and then you read it, it get quiet. Okay, because ain't no coming back. When you set them up, within the conversation, you let them go on and on and on about it, and then you say, "Well, hold on, right?" And then you read it. You know what? Yeah. Dang, my wife called. Go pick up something. Hey, I forgot my clothes and things, or something else gonna come up so they can divert.
I'm telling you.
All right. And then one good thing about that is that's when you can beat your chest a little bit by yourself because you say, "Damn, I done got myself girded up so I can defend the Lord when it's needed." And you'll be surprised what you told them, they'll take it to somebody else. So let's go. I need a couple more places. Let's go to 1 John 3 and just give me 11 and 12. 1 John 3, 11 and 5.
11 and 12, right?
I mean 11 and 12. 3, 11 and 12. All right.
For this is the message that ye heard from the beginning, that we should love one another, not as Cain, who was of that wicked one and slew his brother. And wherefore slew he him? Because his own works were evil and his brother was righteous.
Okay. Wow. So it all comes down to one thing is, if we believe that and love the Lord, like when we were growing up in the word, and we say about the commandments, somebody who don't know the commandments or haven't yet studied them, one thing you can tell them right off the back is, treat others as you want you to be treated. That's so right, if you love yourself and you love others, you can pretty much conquer it all.
That's because right.
Nobody's going to do against somebody else what they don't do. And that's what's so wrong with the world today is that they doing every unquestionable thing that they would never do to themselves.
I swear.
Right. Like, I know most of these brothers can contest to this. Like, when the biggest thing I always hear is when you see these words said about these B words, stuff said about this one, but they realize that you got sisters and you got mothers that's females too is. You wouldn't call them that. Yeah. So don't call no other sister that.
For real, man.
That's why, that's one word. Even when I was in the street, I did a lot of stuff I shouldn't did, but I never got on that word right there, that B word with women, because I always respected my sisters and my mother.
Yep.
Mhm.
And that's the things we gotta get girded up and say, hey, this is about thou shalt not kill, but it's not always physical.
Mm.
And I'm gonna have to go to this last place because I can't believe I didn't hit Revelations. So I had to pull this in here. Let's go to Revelations 21 and give me 6 and 8. Because we want to hit all over the Bible. And I think we did that tonight.
Yes,
Go ahead and get it when you're there.
And he said unto me, it is done. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give unto him that is athirst of the fountain of the water of life freely. He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son. But the fearful and unbelieving, and the abominable, and murderers, and whoremongers, and sorcerers, and idolaters, and all liars shall have their part in the lake, which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death.
All right, I'm gonna drop the mic, and that's a good one to sleep on tonight.
Listen to this. That's so powerful. I'm going to take that verse there and use it when I go to these people's site in a few minutes, in a little while, because people are always saying, and it's a bunch of people that I know right now, because there's thousands of people saying they're saved, they're blessed and highly favored, and they would love to jump up into you and say, what does it mean for Phil when he put his head down and say it is done? What does done mean?
Mm-hmm.
But that's at the end right there on verse 6. He said it is done.
It's done. Ain't no coming back.
So that means so it wasn't all the way done there that I can say, hey, wait a minute.
Right.
That was by itself. So I'm gonna go show you where he says really done at. Because that's an extra layer. He said it's done again right there at the end.
Yep.
Wow.
Wow, man.
It is done. Oh my goodness, boy. Prophet, go ahead, man.
All right, okay, y'all. I ain't gonna drag us out too long. Let's look at this thing with this thou shalt not kill. Let's do it from the physical standpoint. Everybody understands how people could take people's lives, and they do it. They get revenge, they get mad, they do things, and they kill people. People kill people. They take people's lives. Like the brother pointed out, the children be doing it. Children be doing it. Old people, young people. Man, people just be doing it. If you got a mind, Satan gonna put it in, you know what I'm saying? He just need a mind. And like he gonna just try to get right up in it to get you to kill yourself and knock yourself off of having everlasting life. So if you don't get everlasting life and you're not in New Jerusalem, the new earth is gonna come forth, and the Father's kingdom. If you don't find yourself there, you have killed yourself. I want to point out something. And that's the angle that I was rocking with the thing. But now I want to point out something with David, man. I like looking at David, man, because like Smooth pointed out, yeah, David did that stuff with Uriah and Bathsheba, and you know the little baby had to die and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
But the Lord still gonna sit on his throne, and he still repented, and David fasted. Remember, he did that fast, but he's like, I don't know what the Lord gonna do though. And see, that's how it gotta be. Like, you know what? I messed up. I jammed up. I don't know what the Lord gonna do, but I'm finna do what he say do. I'm gonna humble myself, and I'm just gonna keep moving. All right? So that's what, don't beat yourself up. Y'all been killing people, not physically, but you know, spiritually and stuff. Don't beat yourself up too bad. Just stop doing it.
Yeah.
Just stop doing it. And even us on this panel, if we've been doing it, let's stop doing it, brothers.
That's
Let's
right.
get stuff up out of our head. Let's get strong in this word. Let's talk to each other more. Let's prefer ourselves, esteeming ourselves as better than each other. But I want to look at David, because David had a chance to kill Saul, man, and he didn't do it. And Saul was getting down on him, man, trying to kill him, through spears at him, all kind of stuff. We're gonna read it though real quick, because I want to show y'all how sometimes you got to humble yourself from not killing people that's trying to kill you. And this was wrong with the streets of Chicago and every major city throughout all of these countries, throughout this country. We got to get revenge. We got in our city, we say, I got to get my lick back. You know, man, they killed bro, I'm gonna go kill
Wow.
someone else. But look at David. This the one who Jesus gonna sit on his throne. I think we need to follow after what David did. If Jesus gonna sit on his throne, man, let's go to I gotta go to 2 Samuel. I gotta go to 2 Samuel. I ain't gonna have us here too long, man. Let me just get this point off. Let's go to, so like I pointed out, man, he hunted David like an animal Saul did, brothers and sisters. You know, he was spearing him, pursued him through the wilderness. He was trying to kill him for years. Thou shalt not kill. Saul trying to kill David for years, y'all. And David had to live like a fugitive. You ever been on the run? Probably not. There's a lot of perfect people that go to church nowadays.
Yeah, okay.
You know, being a fugitive, that ain't no way to live. That's how David, he was a fugitive.
Wow.
So, and David had done nothing worthy to receive this, but Saul wanted him dead. Thou shalt not kill. But let's look at how David carried something, man. Because, you know, you remember when Saul and them entered into that cave, David and them was already in the cave, y'all. That's what's great. The Lord will deliver your enemies right into your hand, and then you still don't kill them because you remember the commandment. Oh my goodness. I'm going to read about it though, because I'm giving a lot of narrative. Let's go to 1 Samuel chapter 24. Y'all know, man, what David went through with Saul, man. That thing's crazy, man. And you'll go through stuff like that with people who you really love and look up to. But they'll be looking at you like, man, I'm tired of him. Who do you think he is? Like, no, bro, I look up to you. I love you. I love you, Saul. Why you? We want 1 Samuel, 24th chapter, 4th verse.
And the men of David said unto him, Behold, the day of which the Lord said unto thee, Behold, I will deliver thine enemy into thine hand, that thou mayest do to him as it shall seem good unto thee. Then David arose.
Go ahead.
Then David arose and cut off the skirt of Saul's robe privately. And it came to pass afterward that David's heart smote him, because he had cut off Saul's skirt. And he said unto his men, The Lord forbid that I should do this thing unto my master. The Lord.
You see that? It messed with him. It messed with him. It even cut the shirt.
Yeah. Wow.
But look at David's men. They like, oh, we got him. David men, this how they talking. Let me try to so they like, man, this is our moment. This is our opportunity. We've been waiting on this. Here they go right here. That's what they saying, y'all. Then David's men, then said David's men unto him. His homies, they saying it, his soldiers. Behold, the day which the Lord said unto thee, behold, I will deliver thy hand to thy enemy. This is the day right now, David. He delivered them to you. Come on, let's get him. You see that?
Get him.
Get him. Got him. Look, this is your moment. God delivered them to you in this now. No jury could convict you. You can rightfully kill him right now, David. See that? Everyone would understand. And you will become king immediately.
Wow.
Like King Saul. Oh, man, look at this, man. Go to the next verse, verse 5. Oh, you just read verse 5, excuse me. Now read. Now see that verse 6 said, the Lord forbid that I should do this thing unto my master. God forbid that I do this to my master. God forbid that I do that to my brother. Or a dude, because he want to wear another color than me. I got on red, he want to wear blue.
Yep.
Or I want to turn my hat to the left, he want to turn his to the right. That's why I love when we did that lesson with Brother James Anderson. Drop your flags and pick up your whole armor. Stop killing.
That's right.
Stop killing your brother. And it's always the shorties, like Mason say, yeah, be the shorties, bro. Because they learn every wrong way. They learn Christmas and Easter. They learned the worst things that they could ever learn. So of course they're gonna do that other stuff. That's even more so wicked than that. It's all a big gumbo of wickedness, brother. But look at David. He had the opportunity to kill his, what they say, op. That's what they call him. That's your op. Everybody got ops and oppositions in Chicago. I'm so sick of it, bro. And we're killing each other over nothing, bro. Oh, because Satan is an instigator. And he got us doing that. Let's go to 1 Samuel 24 and drop down to 12. We same book, same chapter, drop down to 12.
24, chapter 24, you say?
Yeah, bro.
The Lord judge between me and thee, and the Lord avenge me of thee, but mine hand shall not be upon thee.
I'm not go ahead.
As saith the proverb of the ancients, wickedness proceedeth from the wicked, but mine hand shall not be upon thee.
Wow.
After whom is the king of Israel come out? After whom dost thou pursue? After a dead dog, after a flea? The Lord therefore be judge, and judge between me and thee, and see, and plead my cause, and deliver me out of thine hand.
Wow.
Go ahead.
And it came to pass, when David made an end of speaking these words unto Saul, that Saul said, Is this thy voice, my son David? And Saul lifted up his voice and wept.
See that? Sometimes you gotta kill people with kindness. You gotta kill people with the opposite of what they trying to kill you with. You trying to kill me with a spirit day, Saul. You trying to kill me with wisecracks and jokes. You trying to kill me by, man, because we be doing stuff. But he flipped it. Man, I'm gonna just leave it alone because I just keep going, bro. I'm just leave it right there. I hope that we got the justice of this thing. We don't always got to get revenge. Somebody might do you wrong, and I'm not even talking as far as going to the depth of you killing them, but even strifing with them and going back and forth, man, leave all that alone, because if you hate your brother, you a murderer already.
Already. Oh my goodness.
God, that's all we really need, man.
Prophet, Daniel.
What's up, bro?
Sum it up, man. Give me them words. It's like you be doing to give them encouraging little thought-provoking moments. I need one.
So I can sleep good.
Y'all done said everything, man. Y'all done said enough, man. I was gonna say something that Prophet had mentioned about like not killing the spider, and I felt that way before. That when you understand, thou shalt not kill, there was no, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like
limitations. Limitations.
Yeah, it was no limitation. It was like thou shalt not kill, period. That means from a human to an animal to an ant. It's been times that I've been walking and I look down and it's like a worm or something, and I like almost fall trying not to step on it. Oh man. Because it's like it gets ingrained into you, and you recognize that all life is precious, man. So I feel that, and I wanted to kind of piggyback off of something else that you said, bro. How you remember you guys were saying like all these deaths happen like Friday night, and I grew up in the word. My mom came over when I was just 3 years old, so this is all I've known. Yeah, wow. It's been times when I've been weak, and I want to experience what the world had to offer. You know what I'm saying? So I would go out on Friday nights, and let me tell you, it's. I always felt like, man, something's gonna happen. Yes. I shouldn't be out here. I don't feel safe. It's like I've been trying to have a good time, and it's like, but at the same time, I'm like, what?
That's fear.
Right. And I want to, I think I put my bookmark there. Yeah, here it is. I wanted to read something regarding that because all that I have known, right? I grew up in this, and I want to read Hebrews 10, and it says Hebrews 10 and 26, right? It says, for if we sin willfully after that we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remaineth no sacrifices for sin, but a certain fearful looking of judgment and fiery indignation, which shall devour the adversaries. And that's what it feels like, because I knew better. I knew I shouldn't have been doing what I was doing. Yet when I was doing it, I'm like, man, is this gonna work out in my favor? Like, what's gonna happen? Am I gonna make it through the night? You know? And even if I did make it through the night, I'm standing there in the morning like, what is coming to me? Because I know, I know the Lord about to bop me upside my head real quick, you know. So yeah, man, I just wanted to get that testimony, because a lot of that, a lot of the tragedies that do happen are on the Sabbath day.
That's right.
Yeah, and just so if anybody of y'all out here that's listening, just don't do it, y'all. It just ain't worth it. It just ain't worth it. And constantly having that fear that something's gonna get you or something's gonna happen, you know, it's not a good feeling, man. And you know it's coming. You know it's coming, man. And it's just you'll never be ready for it when it happens, because it's gonna hit you in the worst way. You know, it's gonna hit you right where it's gonna make the biggest impact on your well-being in your life, you know.
That's right.
On just your emotional state and everything. And it's like, man, was it even worth it? No. You know, so I just wanted to get that testimony, y'all, and that's all I got.
Beautiful testimony, brother.
Yeah, beautiful.
I want to add something to that for y'all listeners. I know y'all done. Not no words. This is a special closer before we go on to it. I hope y'all got some edification from this. But take a look at this video to see what we are talking about, to see how the hand of the Lord moves. Just like that brother say, internalize that testimony and just watch this.
Help us! Please, you will never leave this place. You will be here for all eternity. I cast out devils! I built churches! Please don't leave me here! I confess, I stole from the collection plate. I lied to my congregation. Forgive me! I cheated the people. I have stolen money from the church. I cheated on my wife. Lord, forgive me for my sins against the church. I stole, I lied. Please forgive me. I cheated the people. I have stolen money from the church. I cheated on my wife. Lord, have mercy on my soul. Oh Lord, forgive me. Lord. L-O-R-D. I preached in your name. You will never leave this place. You will be here for all eternity.
I'll leave you with that, brother. And those are real scriptures out of the Bible of what people's going to be saying, brothers and sisters. And take a look around you. The behavior is just deserving for obedient, perfect, holy, sanctified, merciful, over and over and over, give you with patience and love, kindness. He's long suffering, 6,000 years. 6,000 years, he just say, don't steal. 6,000 years, he say, thou shalt not commit adultery. 6,000 years, he gave you 6 days and 1 day to worship him on, brothers and sisters.
Yeah, I like that.
How soon do you get out of be and then be corrupted from what he's saying? That brother's testimony just made me just say, and so listen, we all are right there. We're not escaping this.
Yes, sir.
We're not far from this. Our daughters would come to us like that nagging factor on you. My daughter's coming one on her 4th of July birthday, this coming up Sabbath day. And because of knowing that right there, I will not deny it for her. I love her dearly. She don't understand, and I don't care. I feel the Lord. These brothers don't hear it too. So that's all I got, brothers. Anybody else got anything before we close?
Praise you, Lord.
Yeah.
Thank you for this lesson.
Stay right there for 1 minute, brothers.